1, 2, mic check. Voice of Sinoe here, ESOTERIC live. Let's see for us get back to studio here. My Oh, 1, 2, mic check. 1, 2, mic check. All right, let's see. I'll do it this way.
Moki come down to you. Moki gonna down to you. Moki. monkey come down to yo. The monkey come down to yo. The monkey come down to yo. Once upon the time, in the jungle, there lay so many animals and so many trees. During the day, there were no restriction. Anytime, any day, anyone used to corrupt and go start free in the jungle, yeah. After they realized that everything was good, I said everyone were only after the food. Majority of the people went beyond baboon, and few people went beyond okay. The headers of the time made a big mistake. After election, they went and made a selection. So the citizen of the jungle was unsatisfied, so they decided to send another caretaker. Who love, who care, who has ability, taking care of the monkey. You not able to take care of baboon able. You not able to bust the rata baboon able. Oh soldier monkey come down, oh monkey come down, monkey come down, oh rock monkey come down, monkey come down to you, monkey gonna down to you, monkey. Oh soldier monkey come down to you, monkey come down to you, monkey come down to you. Monkey chop chop chop, monkey cannot get tired. Monkey chop chop yo, monkey cannot get tired. Monkey chop chop chop, monkey cannot get tired. Monkey chop chop yo, monkey cannot get tired.
Keeping banana and the chopun, stealing is a error, a Russian is a error.
Monkey cannot get tired.
Hey, they wanna live life, that's to live a good life. They wanna live life, that's to live a better life. They wanna live life, that's to live a better life. They wanna live life, that's to live a better life. They wanna live life, that's to live a better life.
You not able to take care of baboon able. You not able to bust the rata baboon able. Oh soldier monkey come down, oh monkey come down, monkey come down, oh rock monkey come down, monkey come down to you, monkey gonna down to you, monkey. Oh soldier monkey come down to you, monkey come down to you, monkey come down to you.
Monkey listen, you give it right, it can crack it. Bible storm, monkey listen, you give it stick, it can break it. We do your long time ago that Mr. Monkey was very wicked. The way you see it with your apple, then you know that love is wicked. Monkey see apple, they pick it, banana and plum, they take it. All that Google food in a pocket, it when give it something lick it. Monkey grab it, it chop it, nana, only baboon can stop it. Monkey grab it, it chop it, nana, only baboon can stop it. It call all African monkeys, all I want for them to break it. Monkeys jump from tree to tree, hustle hustle. It ready get sick. Monkeys jump from tree to tree, hustle hustle. When it ready get sick. Two back when monkey we catch it. That one it will not be easy. How you read, my people? I say it wicked. How you read, my people? I say it
monkey. You not able to take care of baboon able. You not able to bust the rata baboon able. Oh soldier monkey come down, oh monkey come down, monkey come down, oh rock monkey come down, monkey come down to you, monkey come down to you, monkey. Oh soldier monkey come down to you, monkey come down to you, monkey come down to you. Don't jam a monkey say that away home. Don't small monkey say away home. On top of monkey say away home. Oh monkey say that away home. Away home. Away home. Away home. Away home. Let me know away home. Away home. Away home. My people yeah. Away home. Away home. I'm sorry yeah. Away home. Go.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new edition of Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Sarpo, the Esoteric. We're coming to you live from the Tri-State region, the United States of America. I don't like when the microphone does this. All right, so it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful show. We are here, every Monday. We are here at 12 p.m. Eastern, which is 4 p.m. in Liberia. Today we are going to be making a debut on the show. We have the other day I announced to you new correspondents, new reporters, because the election that is coming up, we want to adequately inform our people, and so I thought to get some reporters in Liberia that will be covering the 3 electoral districts in Sinoe County, because it's very important that you hear from people. So I'm waiting for the reporters. They will be backstage shortly. Once they log on, we'll start the show. Also, I have special guests on the show today as well. About 1 or 2 weeks ago, we watched witnessed the fire incident that occurred in Bilibokree, Juarzon District, Sinoe County. And so we are breaking on the the victims, the 4 persons whose house got burned. They will be here as well. Our reporter in Juarzon, Moton Jada, will bring them on shortly. And our other reporter, the young lady, a brilliant young lady that is covering District Number 1, Sinoe County, Sarah, will also be on shortly. So as we wait on that, I'd like to quickly do a reminder here. Please share the show for us. Share the link with Moton and Sarah already, so they should be on here shortly, prepared to join with the victims from. Okay. So Moton, just go in the chat room. I just send the link in there and just follow the instruction as usual. All right. So as we wait on the guys to get on, let me do some commercials here. I hate when this thing goes off. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, it's annoying. I don't like to put it on where it makes a lot of noise. Yeah, so I just want to do a quick commercial. I want to recognize the people that are following right now. I'm saying Sinoe County Association, Massachusetts chapter. We got Otello Grisman, usual frequent follower of the show. Mr. President, welcome on board. Moton, I'm waiting for you and Sarah to join us. Let me see on the live feed from my other device here. Sorry, guys, I'm dropping stuff here. I'm seeing the incoming president of the Grand Judges Association in Americas, Madam Edipo, is following. Also, the presumptive representative of Sinoe County, Electoral District Number 3, Madam Jegbadai-Fully, is also following the show. And others. So if you're here, if you comment, we are seeing the COS of the representative of Sinoe County Electoral District Number 3, Honorable Zarzar, COS is following, Oliver Barr is following. All right, that's great. These are the people I'm seeing. I'm seeing other people here. Still, the link was sent, guys. Just check in the chat room. Let me see. Let me submit the link here. Let me double check in there. They said they can see it. All right, let me submit it again one more time. I thought I just did, but they said they didn't get it. Let me try again. Let me send that link one more time. I'm gonna copy it quickly here. All right, let me send it again, guys. If you don't get it, then you'll have to send me your email, and I will send it to you through email. Let's see. Paste the link. All right, check in the chat room again. Let's see. If it is not there, let me know. Then Okay, it's in the chat room now, so you should get it. Sarah and Moton. All right, I think it's in there. I'm seeing it. Yeah, so you should be good now. All right, so while I'm waiting for Moton and Sarah to join, let me do this quick commercial as already said. Let's do this just to remind people the USA National Convention is on the way. It's August, the third weekend. Please save the date. It's going to be going down. We need to. Okay, I'll get back to you later. So guys, all right, good. Let's see the first person in already here. All right, so Sarah is backstage. That's pretty good. I want to get Moton in here. We're going to start the show here. Let's see first. Yeah, so please get situated. If you can get to a quiet place that you will not be disturbed, that would be great. Yeah, somewhere that you'll be comfortable. All right, I wouldn't keep you guys on for a long time because you don't have stronger service like I do over here. See. All right, so I just want to do a commercial again while Sarah is getting situated back there. Once you are good, just give me a signal, show your finger, and I will bring you on. Okay, excellent. So I will bring Sarah on here while we wait for Moton to get on. Hey, Sarah, welcome to Voice of Sinoe.
All right, thank you, Doc. I want to say many thanks to all our followers this afternoon in Liberia and around the world.
All right, guys, let's see. Let me make this. Let me click the flyer down. All right, so while we're waiting for Moton, I'd like to make a quick intro here. I think last week I made a special announcement that we want our viewers, followers, our people around the world to follow the election that will be going on in Liberia. You know, this is the Voice of Sinoe, so we want you to get direct information from the ground. And so, in that light, I recruited some people that are already active in the district, like Sarah. I will ask her to make a self-introduction shortly. But we recruited Sarah to cover district number 1 in Sinoe County, and Moton will cover district number 3. We are still looking for one more person to cover district number 2, so that it will be panoramic. You know, so but Sarah, I'm very, very happy to have you on board. Thanks for accepting to be part of the platform. I'd like you to, take some time to introduce yourself to the viewers and the followers so they can know your journalistic background, what you've been doing in Sinoe and stuff of that nature, so they can know.
Okay, so thank you very much. I'm Sarah Winnie Ellis, correspondent for ERBC in Liberia, Sinoe County, and also I work for the Voice of Sinoe Community Radio as the assistant program director at Cell Radio Station. I began my practice 2015 when I graduated from the Sinoe Modulator High School in 2014. So I started the practice as a sales agent, and then I started to follow the process of going in the field to gather news and started as an announcer on the radio. But it is my pleasure to be on your platform. I've been following you over the past time, and your platform is really working and you have more followers. And in order to contribute towards the platform, it is my pleasure to come on board to be reporting on this platform happening in Sinoe County, especially district number 1 pertaining to the electoral process in Sinoe. So it is my great pleasure, and I promise to work with my colleagues in order to ensure that our followers got the detailed information that they need for the election to avoid misinformation, text information, and mass information pertaining to the entire process in Liberia. Thank you very much.
Excellent, excellent. That's Sarah right there. You see, I told you she's sharp, right? The lady, the young lady, been in the field for a while. EIBC. She said she works for this Sinoe branch. All right. So, but Sarah, while we are waiting for Morton to get on, can you give us a little update on ground with the registration process that is going on in Sinoe County or in the Southeast?
All right. So the process is a good one, the biometric voter registration process, which is a new process in Liberia and Man County as a whole. So many people find it difficult when it comes to the process. They are complaining that the process is slow, and they want to, they want it to be very fast because they used to the normal routine of the voter registration aspect. But one of the things that I did a video the last time, and I was sharing fun pertaining to the voter, the trucking of people from one locality to the other. Politicians are trucking people from Monrovia to Sinoe, even from Monrovia to Grand G, from Monrovia to Maryland, Grand Q, and River G. And at the final analysis, you will notice that those people will come in the county, make the decision, and at the end of the day, they will get back to Monrovia, and people who are on the ground will be the one that will be experiencing the bad leadership from those people who have been elected. So many people are complaining about that. They're calling to them, why those people are imposing leaders on them. They will leave the places that they are and come in the very county to vote people that the people that already in the county do not have interest in. So it is not good.
So,
And you will see that.
Sarah, I'm sorry. I think Morton is backstage. Let me bring it on, and then we can continue, please.
Okay. All right.
All right. So, Morton, welcome to the platform.
Thank you, Esoteric. You're most welcome. Good afternoon, Sarah Ellis.
Yes, Morton, you are welcome.
All right.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I recruited 2 persons from Sinoe County, district number 1, district number 3, number 1. Yes, I'm correct. And so, Morton is our correspondent. Will be reporting the whole process, especially the election and the economic activities in the county. Whatever happens in Sinoe County, district number 3, Morton will give us update. And then Sarah, district number 1, she will give a holistic update of what's going on in district number 3, district number 1, Mountford. So, Morton, welcome aboard. We are just doing quick introductory comments here. So, if you
thank you, Chief.
Give a quick intro, please. Go ahead, Morton.
Follow me?
I said go.
Yeah, you're coming in broken.
Oh, okay. Are you hearing me now?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, hearing you now.
Okay, so I said, I want you to introduce yourself to the audience, to the viewers, so they can know, make some when it comes to reporting in Juarzon and stuff of that nature, give the people a little brief synopsis of what you do out there.
Okay, thank you, Esoteric. I'm S. Morton Jero, Cinco Ambassador to Juarzon, and brother Sunday in the Diaspora, district number 3 correspondent.
Excellent. So, Sarah, before we go into other things, Morton has, so we got special guests on the show. And so, since the internet is kind of a little kind to us, I just want Morton to bring them on so that we can just engage with them a little bit. We can keep them for a long time, and then we can proceed with the show. So, Morton, you can bring the first person on, and we can move on from there. Yeah, he is frozen there. So, how come your internet is good and Morton is struggling?
Well, I'm in Greenville and Morton is in district number 3, so that's the difference. Yeah.
Also, when you're in the city, there, your internet can be stronger than the person in the jungle.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Moto, I think you gotta go out and get back. I think I will take it and let him give a shot again. He's not coming through right now. Let's see. I'll make sure he comes on later. So Sarah, go ahead. You were saying something earlier, and then Moto came on.
All right. So, like I was saying, the process in district number 1 is going on smoothly. People are going at the various center to have the voter registration card, and the process is moving smoothly. But one of the issues, like I was saying, has to do with trucking of people from one area to the other. We noticed that citizens are complaining that most of the politicians are now trucking people from district number 1 to district 3 to district 2. And also politicians from Grand Creek County, they are also trucking people from Sinoe County to Grand Creek to go get registered and doing the the voting process to go back there. So they are saying, if politician you trust, if the people believe in you, like where you stay or where you want to contest, if the people believe in you, what are you doing trucking people from one district to the other, from one county to another? So it means that those people, they are not really from those districts, and they don't have hope of winning, but rather believe in imposing on the citizen that lives in those districts or counties. So many people are complaining about the trucking, and the same thing happening in River G. The same thing happening in River G. They are trucking people from Maryland to River G County. They are also trucking people from Maryland to Grand Creek County. And that's how the whole process is looking like in the southeast. And even we got information that the same thing continued in Nima County. Like politicians were taking people from Monrovia, carrying them to Nima. So it's like the whole process in Liberia, the trucking activity is taking over. And I think NEC need to do something to see that politicians stop tracking people when it comes to the issue of election. As long as you want to lead the people, allow them to make decisions for you, allow them to decide as to whether they believe in you or not. But bringing people to impose people on their decision that they don't want to make is not very good. And the final analysis, people who live in the community are the ones who get. Yes.
Let's try Moto again, please. Moto, are you hearing us?
Right.
Morton, are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
If the live coverage is not good, then I think you guys have to call through WhatsApp, then we can talk from there. But yeah, it's kind of, but go ahead, let's give you a shot.
Okay, no problem. I have a me here is a Chris Seyon. Chris Seyon is one of the fire victims here from Juarzon. The house that got burned. Chris Seyon have a provision shop there in the house, and this is next to Chris Seyon is Sakou Sessay. Sakou Sessay also have a drugstore in the same house that got burned. Yeah. Then next to Sakou Sessay is Godgift Sallah. Godgift Sallah is the wife to Chris Seyon, and Godgift Sallah is the wife to Chris Seyon, and the two of them own the shop that got burned. All right. The next person is Florence Sargbah. Florence Sargbah is the wife of Sakou Sessay, and she also have a provision shop in the same house that got burned. The house contains 2 shops, 1 drugstore. Yeah. So the four of them are here to explain to the public about what happened to the burning of the home. Yeah.
Okay, so Moto, you can put the first person and talk to him. Yeah, I said put the first person so we can talk to the first person, please.
Yeah, talk to great on the phone. And face your face on the camera good.
Hello?
Yeah, Chris, how are you?
All right, I'm fine.
Okay, please explain to us, what led to the fire?
The fire, there's my police woman was cooking, and I said to her, to know, stay, I go measure gas, I had the fire fire came about.
So your wife was cooking and you were measuring gas in the same house. How far is your gas you were measuring from what's the distance from the fire where you were cooking to where you were doing the measurement?
It was a 5 feet between.
Okay, so 5 feet. So how I mean, in your perspective or in your view, I mean, did the gas waste or spill somewhere and went down to the fire? I mean, can you explain that to us? Because it's kind of strange.
Well, I don't really know how the fire came about because we were measuring the gas, and I myself too, my attention was not on the gas too much because nobody was in the shop. My wife was not there, so my attention was on the shop and also measure gas. But before I get to know the lady that was cooking, like she didn't want her to say, oh, before I tell my back, I just saw the fire before I ran outside. I started putting sand. The fire till the whole hall.
Oh wow. So, but no, you got hurt in the process. Nobody got burned.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Are you hearing me?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Motor? You getting me now?
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, we're getting you.
Okay. So Sarah, you got a question
Yeah,
for
we're getting
him?
you.
No, like what I hear, I'm still listening to him.
Yeah, but Sakou, is that Sakou 104 or Chris?
Chris.
Okay, Chris. So, I mean, you say you were
Chris.
Chris, you were just selling gas, or you got other provision in the building?
I selling so many things in the house there. I get entertainment center there. I selling spare part and gas fuel. All those things there.
So,
It was in the
but
house.
Chris, I'm trying to understand though, why put get a gas closer to a fire though? Because you know it's dangerous. Are you
That's a
hearing me?
mistake.
It was a mistake. That was a reckless mistake, man.
Yeah. I said
All right, so okay. So the best thing you are doing, if you were to put a figure on it, like amount, how much your business worth?
the business it was around 5,000 plus United States dollars because I sold so many things in the house there.
Oh wow. Okay.
So that is discussing the two shop
I said
talk
plenty
about.
things in the house there. Even the lady got serious. She know my entertainment center, the area contain entertainment center. I get motor bus paper. I said, yeah, fuel.
So the one that talking about now, if you put your shop, the thing in your shop together, and also your friend on a shop, you put everything together, you think how much it will cost?
Hello,
The
Sarah?
two shop then. Yeah, hello. Yes. If you combine the two shops, oh, the network problem.
Man, they're kind of struggling over there. Yeah, that's why I wanted him to call and see whether maybe use WhatsApp. You know, the man is really living George Weah, Bakubwe. No, the man will call back. So, Sarah, you were talking about. I mean, I think that's another form of corruption. The trucking of people here and there. Is the Electoral Commission aware of such practice?
Other media institutions are really reported on that, but we are here to see any action taken against those people. Yes, like for my colleague from Ribaji.
Morton is back again. Let's try here again. See, Morton.
Okay.
Morton. I think I gotta send you a message in the in the
Yeah,
chat.
that. You just gotta bear with. We have phone.
So, but what I want to recommend, why we can do it through phone instead of because it takes more power if you are doing a live coverage. So maybe you guys can call, or you can call through Messenger or WhatsApp. They can talk
Yeah,
from
but
there. Okay. So I mean, you can put the next person. We're talking to Chris, but put the next person that wants to talk, please.
yeah, Sakou. Hello, Dad.
Yeah. Hey, Sakou, how are you?
Yeah.
We are sorry for the tragedy, man. So give us your side of the story. What actually happened? What led to the fire?
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Are you hearing me? Probably not.
Okay. You getting me now?
Yeah, I am.
Hello.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you, Sakou.
You getting me now?
Yes.
I should flow, yeah?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was on the 22nd of. Yeah, it was on the 22nd of April, as about 5 to 6 p.m. when the fire erupted our house.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. The service is bad over there. Yeah, sorry, go ahead, please. Go ahead. He's back. He's back again. Let's see. Let's try again. Oh man.
I think we'll be better now because we got outside. You know, we're under the roof, so we got outside.
Okay, it's far better now. Yeah.
Okay. I said on the 22nd of April, it was on a Saturday when fire erupted on our house. So we're under the Palava house, keeping conversation. So then we hear us screaming from the back there. So my wife was screaming. When I decided running there, we were 4 person in numbers, and we just went on the scene. When we arrived there, the only thing I could hear, they were screaming. She said, "Oh, come for me, come for me. There is a fire, there is a fire." So when I entered and I saw her, she was almost in the fire. Are you getting me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Hello?
I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Hello?
I am hearing you.
You get
we get you.
Okay, so when I entered, then I told her to come out. I said, "Get outside, there is a fire, get outside." So that she managed, she came out. I went down my little daughter and myself, we were both together. So I left her outside, I entered. But the time I entered now, no, the fire was not for fun. The whole house was on fire now. So, and then fire here, the lady were cooking in the piazza. And in the piazza, there where the guy was sitting. So, when she went to cook now, and Chris went to measure gas, at the end of the day, then we saw the fire coming. So when she shouted fire, so we went for a rescue, she get out. So later on myself, I tried to open the back door. Hello? I tried to open the back door. Okay, I tried to open the back door to see what was happening. So that when I fired, but the whole area was so smoke. So that I opened the back door. But when I see my own room, I couldn't take anything there. Fire all over there. But when I enter, the only thing I could even see, it was just a piece of cloth that was in my hand because I was confused. So that I get outside. I went to the other side. I entered the shop. When I entered the shop, nothing I could see in the shop. Everything was on fire. The Josco as well. Everything was on fire.
Yeah, but Sakou, right?
Yeah, Sakou.
Sakou, I don't know. I follow what you're saying. I sympathize with what you guys went through, but how can you guys possibly put fire? I mean, fire and guys in the same place at the same time? You don't know the two things they are incompatible?
No, the problem here that it was just a mistake. Yeah, it was just a mistake because we know by all costs fire and gas they don't pull.
Right.
You getting me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the copper was far from the fire, but the little mistake he made was to measure the gas, open it, and that what led to the fire.
Okay, so but if you were to make
and the heat from the heat from the gas, and then the heat from the fire.
So, Sakou, if you were to make a call to the listeners, to people that are listening, what sort of help do you need from the listeners or the viewers? Yes.
Yeah.
Sakou, are you hearing me?
Come again.
If you were to ask for help, what sort of help would you ask for?
Yeah, so I want to appeal to. Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, you are saying something. I didn't get you clear.
No, I said if you were to ask for assistance, what sort of help do you need?
Oh, we really want you. I'll first of all like to appreciate you on your show, because I think many Liberians now looking at us, people that are part of this show. So we are appealing to them because we low sorry for. I think you can see my little daughter and myself. We are very sorry for, even for to get it to eat. It's difficult. I think you can see me that only one share, one trouser I took from in that house. So I'm begging them, because everything I hide in the drawer, so everything got burned. The two professional area got burned. The two sharp, what have you, got burned. So we are appealing to them to help us. Because if I want to name the total amount that got lost from me, it was for $1 million, LD.
Okay.
So I cannot tell somebody to say, you should give me so, but we are appealing to you to help us. Whatsoever, even the viewer, let them help us. Because we are dying, not easy. Bilibokree, not easy. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
okay.
Yeah,
I'm seeing your daughter. So let me hear from the next person, please.
Okay. Florence, come. Come now.
Hello.
Hey, is that Florence?
Yes.
How you doing, man?
All right, come you.
I'm sorry for you guys. Whatever going on over there, it's not something that made me happy. So tell us your side of the story. What happened?
Yes. I on Saturday, so I went Grive to go buy my market. I buy 100 bag of rest in Grive. I brought it red with some item because I sell it dry good get shop. So after I brought it in on Saturday, when I put it in my shop, we went up there on the issue. The people that I was very hungry. I had left fire on the piazza the way we can cook. I said water, everything. So my brother who get the error, everyone like they saying what the bottle don't know because they get fire away from the copper. So when I really thinking that they get see my back to him, our cooking. The only thing I could see fire on the floor. The fire catch the copper and catch the lapala on me. I just go make it before I land die. But all my things, everyone that in the house, not nothing from in the house. My shop got burnt. They just so with my brother, the shop and entertainment area, everything burnt. We not get anything. So we not appealing to you. We not asking you anything, but we not appealing to you for you to help us. We not appealing to you for you to help us. And the only thing, but we can't ask you to say as soon as you for you to give us. But we're not appealing to you, I want to be able to help us.
Okay, man. Okay, all right. I think the people are listening. Yeah. Let's hear from the next person who want to say, I mean, at least our person that I want to say, I mean, I'm sorry for the tragedy that you guys had over there. It's very difficult. Let me talk to the next person. Hi, baby. How are you? Let me see the baby. Someone show the baby. Let me see the baby.
Bye.
How you doing? Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Good. Big girl. How old are you? Okay. So you the Godgift?
Yeah.
Okay, Godgift. I mean, tell us your side of the story too. We want to hear from everybody.
Yeah.
On a day, I went up the hill. I went up the hill to speak to my uncles. I was then I saw the fire. I brought running down. When I came, I asked, I said, oh, what going on? I said, oh, Florence was cooking while Chris went to measure gas. The house got boiled. We all started shouting. Funny means to take something from the house, but no way. He gave me enter in the hostel to take something. Anywhere practically around here, no way to take something. So I was shocked. I was past all the things they will have in the house, the entertainment center, everything got burned. The jaws too. So I think people get a fool to help us for us to see how best we can start from somewhere before we can start looking for the rest.
Okay, so if I ask you how much you guys need to start, how much would that be?
Anything people can say, we can start from there.
I can say one say it will start. It will be good. One say.
I will tell you thank you for that one thing you said because I have it.
Okay, ma. Okay, all right. Yeah. I mean, we are listening. After the show, I will get in contact with Motor and the people on the ground. Yeah. So if there's anything, Motor will get to you guys. But I'm very sorry for what happened. But in the future, I mean, for you were not in the house. But I think there was some sort of, you guys were a little reckless, especially putting gas and fire together, in a drop will cause fire, Yeah, but I'm very sorry for what happened.
Thank you.
All right, let me talk to Morton.
Yeah, esoteric.
Yeah. So are they good? Somebody has something else to say? And other than that, I can just ask you a little bit of what is going on in the district overall.
Yeah. Chris, I have one or two to say.
Okay. Go ahead. Hey, Chris.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, so as my colleague said, we need some more help from y'all. So we're gonna start from somewhere. Go for now. We had nothing closer. We haven't said so we need help from y'all.
Okay. So if I said define small help, what would be small help?
It will be any other thing because we don't have it now. Anything we can start from that one.
Okay. All right, man. Sorry again, man. Sorry. I mean, that's all I can say for now. There is nothing I can do immediately to change the situation. But like I told Godgift, we'll get to Motown later if there's anything.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, Doc, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just that it's sad for the family over there. So, but overall, give us a little perspective with respect to the voter registration process that is going on right now.
Yeah, Doc. Really, for the process in Juarzon, more especially Bilibokree, as for me, it is not encouraging. The reason I say not encouraging, 2017 and other years back when we were part of the electoral process, you can see in a day, you can see 500 to 600, sometimes 200, 150 person in a queue went for registration. But since the registration started in Juarzon, If I even carry the camera there now, I say, let me go there so you can see. You will not see even 5 persons in the queue. Yes, it is very, very poor.
So what is
The
causing the
registration
war
process
now?
is very, very, very. Yeah, the problem here is some of our people have the mindset that when I vote, I will not benefit. If I don't vote, I will not benefit. So some of the same thing that happened to us during elections, doing other elections inside, the other people just feel weak and they go to the center to do the registration. Although we say have more time, maybe others are still waiting the last day or the last week before they can go there. But personally, I will speak. The polling center is very, very poor. I mean, the registration center is very, very, very poor. Very, very poor because no good turnout.
Oh wow, that's not a good news. So, but Morton, was there voter education that went on prior to the registration?
Really? No, I think the only people that try their best to educate our people to go to the center to register are the politicians, but nothing from the National Election Commission side about civil education. I don't think I see anything like that before.
Oh wow.
And it is not only Bilibokree. From other towns who've been following from other towns that the registration process is poor. So we are looking at, because other people are saying that maybe we say in April, today is May 1st. So we're looking at the last 1 or 2 weeks that remain to see how best the people will be putting in for the registration.
Okay, so about the guys that are in the race, what effort are they making to get people to register?
Yeah, that's what I just said. I said the guys in the race, they are trying the way they are doing well by encouraging people to go to the center to register. But during the past elections, 2017, 2020, when registration is coming about, even 2005, when registration coming about, National Election Commission can set civil education in the field to inform our people what is the importance of the registration process. Yes, at time and several used to be part of the process, but now we never saw anything like that.
Oh wow.
So the aspirants are making the to do registration. Even though yesterday I want to visit in Tourist Town area. Other people, some of our friends were there. They were telling us, I will not go register. I can't register because when I register, we get representative. We don't get representative. I will not benefit. And we're able to convince somebody and tell them the reason why they have to be registered. So some of them, their mind was changed that they will come to go to the center in Brazil and register because we still have to convince them.
Yeah. But that's a serious concern. The people are racing though. Why are they thinking like that though? If I don't vote, I mean the representative. I mean, why are they thinking like that? What is that so?
Yeah, some of the thing is that my brother, if you are a representative, it don't mean you have to water my horse in the morning and put food on my table.
Okay.
Right? Like other people can say, God will help me, but you will never be in your bedroom. You see money dropping from heaven to come to you. No, you have to go outside. Then God will pass through you. What you're doing, yeah, to help you. But other people believe that maybe they're making their farms, they're living by their farms. So representatives have to go to them on a daily basis to help them. But representatives help you in so many ways. So many ways. It was yesterday, our brothers and sisters were jobless, but today other people in some districts, they are on government payroll. Other people that were born from the childhood time, they get 60 to 70 years. But now they can go to the bank and get government pay. So the representative help, it comes so many ways. But other people just get a mindset that representative just walk to your home in the morning and say, you have food on your table. They walk to your house today and say, go buy your slipper food. So some of them just get a mindset. But of course, in other way too, that some of them feel. So we got to use persuasive method to convince them so that they can go on the field and register. Because if you get your card with you, now all the candidates passing around and we're telling them we vote for you, you are not important to the candidate. But if you have your voter card with you, then you are important to every candidate that will go in your community. So these are some of the messages we've been giving them, encouraging them to go to the center and get your card. Because if you get your card with you, then you are important to the aspirant.
Okay, so about Moto, do you know the total? I don't know from the prior electoral, like you say, the registration process, the past election, you know the total number of registered voters in District 3? You have an idea?
Hello?
Yeah, are you not hearing me?
You mean district number 3?
Yeah, District 3. What was the total number of registered voters during the prior election?
I will do my research in my document and send it to you because I have the total number of district number 3. I have the total number of every town that have polling center in district number 3. I have the total numbers. So I will check,
Okay.
I will do my research and get everything to you. Yeah.
Yeah, because the reason I'm asking, you say the turnout is very low right now. So, like, if we look at the numbers that you have right now that we can do, I mean, if I ask you for an estimate right now, what percentage would you put it, the number of people that have registered so far?
The people that registered, I can't tell you that. Even since the process started, we're not even getting, if I really, maybe I can see a person make the process started, we're not even getting 600% up there. You will not believe it because we are not seeing people doing registration.
So what is it, Juarzon, for example, for Juarzon example, how many persons in Juarzon, you know, or Bilibokree?
The number of person in Bilibokree? No, I don't know the number of person in Bilibokree now.
Okay. But, sir.
No, I told you that the first person I have all the documents.
No, so do you? I mean,
hello?
Is it the same thing you are experiencing in district number 1 with respect to what Motor is saying? The voter registration turnout is low.
No, for district number 1, people are going at the registration center to get themselves registered. Many of them believe that the ID card is very important, even if they will vote or not. But a matter of fact, they should get a card because some of them will be traveling from other countries to country for going to buy their market and other things. So people in district number 1 are really going to the registration center so that they can get their voter registration ID card. So for district number 1, it's different.
Okay, all right. That sounds good in that area. And I think maybe the turnout, the reason is bigger is because district number 1 has the capital city too, right? So it could be one of the factors why.
Of course.
Yeah. All right, so but with respect to the candidates, though, Sarah, in district number 1. If you were to, I mean, based on your analysis, can you speculate who you think will win that district? You can do that, or it's too early?
From what from what I've observed, looking at politicians trucking people from one district to the other, from one county to the other, I cannot estimate as to who will really win the election because other people's supporters are the one that other politicians transport to the next district or the next county. Like for example, let's look at Kakebo or in district number 2, you see that politicians from Grand Crew are taking people from Kakebo, from Diambo and other places carrying them to Grand Crew County. So maybe those people might be Kennedy X una supporter. So right now I cannot tell you that John Brown stand a chance to win. No.
Okay, all right. Yeah, but I mean, maybe you can tell who party headquarters is packed. More people are gravitating to, you know, give you some sort of clue.
So right now, CDC have more candidates in the race, so they are yet to go for a primary. So we I can talk on based on party line. But if you're looking at the people in the county for district number 1, you're looking at Mazra Graceway, you're looking at Honorable Thomas Romeo Kuya, you're looking at Madam Barbara Mokia, and also Winston Tobado. These are people who really you can see their supporter from one community to the other, you know, talking to the people that the people should vote them, they will do this, they will do that, and all those stuff. So yes, apart from those people, there are other people that are also in the district, but these people are the one who really, you know, making mark in district number 1 in Sinoe County.
But with respect to the incumbent, did he endorse anybody? You know?
No, one of the program I attended called the students. I think Sinoe Students United Youth for Education. They did a petition program for him just recently, and during that program, he told the student that he's friendly with all the candidates except one, which has to do with Anthony Tiklo Maxwell Graceway. According to him, Maxwell, when Maxwell came in the county, Maxwell condemned all his contribution towards the county, which include the boxes. Maxwell called the boxes he bought for the student has writing boxes. Maxwell also called the various youth center video clubs, and
Okay.
he might as well going to bring boxes that will be good more than what the representative has given to the student, and also he's going to build modern youth centers, which will be more than the video clubs that Honorable Duncan has built in all those towns and villages. And so for that reason, he see Maxwell not being a friendly person towards him. But
Okay.
apart from Maxwell, all the other people who are in the race that are contesting, they are all his friends, and they can vote for any other person but Maxwell except Maxwell.
So, but Maxwell Grisper, though, criticizing the effort of Quinton Duncan, has he built anything so far?
So far, Maxwell started building a youth center in Todmanville, which is the bigger town, one of the bigger towns in Tatwe, Bayan Statutory District. The youth center is yet to be completed, but they have gone roof or zinc level. And he also got a scholarship scheme where he normally takes students from the very high school, people who have the higher marks carried into Morovia. But the scholarship have if he, according to him, if he win the election, then the scholarship will continue to, then the student will continue with the scholarship. But if he lost the election, that means the scholarship will end. And he also, yeah, you are very clear to that. He make it clear that the scholarship is there. He's taking them to Morovia. They're going to start. But if he lost the election, that means he have no means of getting more funding to sponsor them in the university. But now they are in Morovia, and most of them are in those university, AME Zion, AMEU, Cotiton, and other university. They are there now. So the the scholarship have a merit. So it means that they need to campaign in order to maintain the sell scholarship. Because if he doesn't win, that means the scholarship comes to an end.
So basically, he's doing a quick pro quo, right? Something for something. That's what he's doing. All right, Moto, I don't want to keep you guys for a long time. If you have anything to say, you can go ahead and give your closing comments so I can cover other things that I have on the show. Moto?
Yes, sir. I mean, Dai.
Yeah,
Dai, I want to say thank you for the show today. And thank you for appointing us as your home-based correspondent. As I said on your comment, I don't care anything you do on this song. You will not please black men. The only thing that left with us now is for us to show ourselves to the people that will provide the best of the information that the platform needs from us. Yeah. But I also want to appeal to your good office that we should not only be restricted to elections. You get me?
Right, yeah, I am.
Yeah, I don't just want us to say Sinoe in the diaspora home correspondent to just be for election. Sarah can control. Sarah controlling district 1. I control. I mean, electoral district 1. In 3, I will soon have somebody for district number 2. Let we make sure that anything happen in your 2023 election, there will still be electoral district number 3. There will still be citizens of Sinoe County. So we still need to provide information to you. So I don't want this to only be restricted to election process. No.
Yeah, I agree with you, Morton. So that's why in my post I said, election. Yeah, that was in my post, right? What I wrote.
You get me?
I said, yeah, the electoral process and other happenings in the various districts. So you are not only restricted to the electoral process because you are right. There are other things that are going on in the county that we need to know. Yeah, so you are correct about that. All right, so the internet is struggling. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes. So like I was saying before, we coming to the closing part, right? Because I went off
Yeah.
the network.
Complete your thoughts and then you can give your closing comment, please.
All right. So like I was saying, the process is like give and take, that the barter system. So the man gave you the scholarship. It is your bound duty to also come in the county to run his campaign so that he can
It's
win.
not your bound duty. No, it's not your responsibility.
Yo, I want to use the bound duty because if I having to go on such scholarship and then at the end of the day, the person lost in the process, I will should have come back to Sinoe. Yeah, because that would be the end of the scholarship. So it is compulsory that they come down in the county to run the campaign for the men so that he can be able to get a job and then they continue with their scholarship. So I also want to appreciate you for selecting me among many brilliant journalists in Sinoe County to be the correspondent for district number 1. It is my pleasure, and like I said before, I promise to work in line with my colleagues to see that we inform them, we inform our audience, our follower, we give them the factual information instead of them giving more attention to my information, disinformation, information that would tarnish other people's reputation, which would not be good. So it is my pleasure, and I'm happy today to appear on your platform. I've been following you from the beginning, and I'm so happy. And also want to say many thanks to the president of the United Sarpo Association in America, Madam Frances Clarke. She's one of the good pricing that Sinoe County is blessed to have in Liberia.
Okay. See, Sarah is frozen right there. All right, Sarah, thank you so much. That was a gracious statement. Like you and Moton, I'm exceedingly happy to have you on board. I mean, I'm happy we have our chat room. Anything you drop the comment in there, and we can have a brainstorming process there. If you guys want to discuss anything, you need help over there, just drop a comment in there. We can go on from there. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you to that.
All right. All right, guys. That's the guys. You see, Voice of Sinoe trying to doing our best to bring the news firsthand to you. We don't want to say the people are right on the ground and they are talking to you. And so this election, that's why it's very important when you get on the show to share the link for us. Subscribe to our YouTube page as well. We are going live simultaneously on Facebook and on YouTube. So please subscribe to our YouTube page. Imagine all the citizens of Sinoe County. You just go on YouTube and say Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. You put that, you see the page there. Just hit that subscribe button, and that's it. Now, let's get to other things that we want to cover on the show today on Voice of Sinoe. We want to appreciate my correspondents there from Liberia, giving us the perspective how the electoral process, the registration process is going on over there. District number 3, Moton says the turnout is low, whereas district number 1, the turnout, Sarah says, is good. So you're going to get the information from the ground. All right, let me get to something that I want to talk about today on Voice of Sinoe here. The first one here is a breaking news. I'll be right back. All right, so the breaking news, welcome back to Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with ESOTERIC, coming to you from the Tri-State region, these United States of America. All right, so the breaking news, I said Dr. Roland Clarke appointed as Executive Director for NCCRM. All right, that's a long title over there, but Dr. Roland Clarke is the senior brother of the president of the United Sarpo Association in Americas, President Francis Myers. And so Dr. Roland Clarke, who was appointed by President George Weah recently, I think about yesterday or day before yesterday, the new list on the executive national website on Facebook page, and I saw the correspondence. So he is now the director for the National Center for the Coordination of Response Mechanism. Yeah, that's a mouthful right there, right? So I want to give you what the position entails, right? So I will bring Dr. Clarke himself. I got the video, I did the research here, and I saw the video where they were talking to him. He will give you a perspective of what that position is. So let me bring the video here quickly.
Well, I serve as executive director. My name is Dr. Roland Clarke. Serve as executive director for NCCRM, which means the National Center for the Coordination of Response to Genocide, ECOWAS initiative to support the national government in the sub-region to reduce conflict or prevent conflict at all levels.
Okay, so right there you just said the NCCRM as ECOWAS initiative. So the economic community of the West African states is an initiative because they're trying to restore calm in the region, and so they have these various centers that they are setting up for security reasons to alert them if something is going on, so that these various centers, directors, and people that are running these various centers in the various West African states, they will report to them, through the government of Liberia. All right, so listen to this. The video is taking a while to play. Let me bring it back.
So today, validation was very well from my perspective. But just we need to stress the importance of early warning. In other words, to react, be proactive, so that we can prevent conflict instead of acting when the conflict already occurred. So this was.
So it's an institution that's supposed to be proactive. It's not supposed to be reactive, so they are there to prevent. That's the key word, to prevent conflict in the region.
Good deliberation. We hope that some of the recommendations we put forth will be stronger into the report before submitting.
Going back to your own organization, how has it been like for you since you started your own organization, being executive director? What are some of those things you can pose as some of those progress?
Good. For the past month, especially after the Guinea crisis, we are heard our president of Liberia taking a very positive step and positive role within the sub-region. Election is very key. Undermining the constitution during or before electoral process definitely foster violence. Our president has declared that zero tolerance when it comes to election interference in the constitutional interference. That's the key to a free and fair election. So our center have been able to look at the threat of democracy in the sub-region in Nigeria and come up with some recommendations that will support the government to sustain democracy and prevent potential conflict.
Ahead of the 2023 election, before you come in, ahead of the 2023.
When you look at the risk factor, ECOWAS have decided vulnerability risk factor. Liberia is very low. You don't have much. But the threat to Liberia is very low. And not that I want to say praises to the government, but Liberia as a whole have been able to manage themselves to sustain democracy. Just his speeches, people perception the election will not be fair, will be cheated. That perception is not reality. And so we will encourage our citizens and community to take a break and fact check information that are coming into the community that have the propensity to foster violence.
Any comment you want to do lastly from you?
No, we just want to applaud the step by UNDP to assist the government and other institutions. The media is very, very, very key when it comes to election. For me, I say they can make it to win and they can make it to lose. It all depends how they present their story. So even to you,
Are you disappointed?
Very well in reporting battles here. That's the kind of attitude we would like to see.
Your name and phone name on the media because it's
Dr. Roland Clarke, Executive Director, NCCRM.
All right, so he was the assistant director, but now he's the director for the NCCRM. All right, so we want to say congratulations to Dr. Roland Clarke on your appointment. We are quite proud and happy for you. Serve the nation with distinction, sir. Just let me show you something here I want to share with you as well. Something else. It's a quick video here too. When I think the vice president, it was back in the day when the vice president, when they established the center, when they turned the key over to him.
It's therefore my pleasure to turn the keys of the vehicle to the director of the center. Because the representative of the ambassador reminded us that he doesn't have any gas, Mr. Minister. So they can't use it, but it is my honor to, on behalf of ECOWAS and the United States government, and on behalf of our own president, Ambassador George Weah, to present the keys of the vehicle, which symbolically represents the keys to the opening of this important critical facility of our peace initiative to you. We hope you will take care of it and you will do what you have been hired to do, so we do not get into any crisis that will be beyond our ability to take care of it. Congratulations, Godspeed.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you very much.
If you see the two containers over there, they came all the way from Washington, and they contained all the supplies that you have in the office.
All right, so that's the quick video that I just wanted to share with you. That's Dr. Clarke was appointed as the executive director for the National Center for the Coordination of Response Mechanism. All right, so we want to say congratulations to Dr. Roland Clarke on that appointment, and we wish him all the best. Now, let's get to the next thing that we want to talk about today on Voice of Sinoe here. Let's get to the next thing that I want to talk about here on the show today. Let's see here. Now, the next thing I want to talk about today on the show, Voice of Sinoe for you, is, let's see here, done with Dr. Roland Clarke over there. It was a good job. He earned the trust of the president from assistant director to director proper. All right, let's go quickly here to district number 3. I just want to explain to you why Madam Jegbadai-Fully is the best for district number 3. I have heard people before, oh, you are a journalist. No, I am not a journalist. I am a talk show host. And I have a position. And so I want to share my position with you while I think Madam Jegbadai-Fully is the best person and will be the best person for district number 3, Sinoe County, Republic of Liberia. You see, I will read the resolutions from the Sarpo, the 12th Sarpo National Dialogue that was held recently. And the comments from the participants, especially the guys that are running in district number 3. When I read the statement, the secretariat, they recorded each speaker speech, and based on my reading, Madam Jegbadai-Fully, her statement has substance. Yeah, but before I go to that statement, Let me tell you why Madam Jegbadai-Fully. If you don't know, this is the lady right here I'm talking about. Let me isolate myself. All right. So this is the lady I'm talking about. You see, Madam, the reason why I think Madam Jegbadai-Fully will make a good representative for District Number 3 in Sinoe County is because, you see, the capacity that a woman is in here in the United States. She is working. She got a good job. She's a BSN, right? And she's been practicing. You listen to her all the time. She's been practicing about 27 years. And so your compensation is commensurate with your experience on the job. So Madam Jegbadai is making good money in the US. She has her own business that she is running. But if there's somebody who is egocentric, who only loves herself, who is narcissistic, she will say, I will just enjoy myself. Yeah, I don't have to bother about the people in Liberia that are struggling. But the young lady said, you know what? I got to go on the ground. When Mr. Zaza leaves, because he's a good man, we need another good person in that seat to build on the legacy of Mr. Zaza. So Madam Jegbadai-Fully, she is leaving every year. I mean, in a year she goes to Liberia more than 6 to 5 times or 6 to 7 times. She goes to Liberia. And she does not only go there to bluff. She goes there, carries supplies, educational supplies. She got students over there that are on scholarship. So when you listen to her doing the Sarpo dialogue, she started the process a long time ago without political ambition. And she's been doing a lot in the district. Again, I know people in the US that are doing well. When you ask them what is going on, I don't get time for that place. I'm doing well here. But that is not the case with Madam Jegbadai-Fully. The woman she hired, she doesn't even speak Sarpo. But because of the love for her people, she said, I will join the community organization here in the United States. And so she joined the organization. She became the president for the Sarpo Association in the Americas. She led with distinction. I mean, there are some glitches here and there, you know, there are political gurus in our community. Everything is politics. The woman could just stay in your nursing field, making $60, $70 an hour, and she enjoys herself. She has no business coming to participate in our activity, but because of the love she has for people. She said, you know what, I'm from Sinoe. They educated me, and so I should give back. So Gallah became the president of the Sarpo Association in the Americas. On her watch, she lobbied with Duke University and other areas here. And the biggest continuing in history. That record is still yet to be beaten. She sent the largest medical supplies to Liberia on her watch. The city hall in Juarzon Bilibokree, the first chairs that went in there, brand new chairs, she bought the chairs. The first generator that the people got for Juarzon town or city hall, she bought it. It was bought on her watch. So I'm giving you reasons why Madam Jegbadai-Fully is the best person to lead our people. When she goes to Liberia, she does not show that pomposity that other people. I will go on a commercial break and I will upload some pictures to see how homo Jegbadai is. We got some of our brothers that are in the race right now. They're just tasting money and you see how they behave. But a woman makes, like I said, not less than $80 or $70 an hour. She's making good money. But Jegbadai is simple. She She humbles herself, and she have been in the race. She participated first. She tested the waters, but she went the wrong time. But right now, if it's the right time, send the elders and the ancestors. They say all the children should participate. And there's somebody who speaks to the elders and the ancestors. I must tell you who is right for our district. Who is the best person? I mean, can you take Manakala Shiba over Jegbadai-Fully? What is the record of Manakala Shiba in our community or in Sinoe County? Why Manakala Jegbadai-Fully is building a more in Sinoe County, the first of its kind, Manakala Shiba is building a personal house. And she's telling the people, oh, I'll get share of my income to you. Okay, share your income with us now. Then we'll say that, okay, maybe, I mean, there is no good contribution. She was speaking Sarpo the whole while, during the program at the dialogue, because she wants to appeal to the tribal sentiment of our people and say, oh, they will not get speak Sarpo, all of you can speak Sarpo. But that should not be about Sarpo. The Constitution of the Republic of Liberia is clear. The people, the Congress, the people of the Republic of Liberia expect the Capitol building to do business in English until another language is approved. It's right in the Constitution. So you can, when you leave here, you go to China, you're not going to speak Sarpo. If you come to the US, you are negotiating, you don't speak Sarpo. So she appeals to the language as a way to build the people to her, but it's not convincing. Manakala Shiba is not the right person for you. And I will tell you, I don't hate any of these people. I'm just telling you, based on their trial records, the right person for you is Manakala Jegbadai-Fully. Okay? Manaseyo, you see, it's not about just having a fancy degree, right? It's not all about that. It's what is it that you are doing with your degree? How is your degree impacting your people? If you are a lawyer and we have, for example, the likes of Milton meeting the people of Sinoe County development money, and the lawyer cannot go there to give a pro bono service, I mean, what good is your law degree? Okay? So, may of poorer and poorer in Sinoe. The lawyer did not go there, Madam Savior did not go there to rescue us. But now she is coming. She wants to be a lawmaker. And I will look at our statement at the dialogue as well. It was incorporated in the minutes, but the report is sent to us. Okay? So I want to tell you, Malalina Chena, I mean, she isn't the right person either. She works for Lone Star. What impact is she making in Sinoe County? None that we know of. Okay? So people should not just come to you and request for jobs. They should come to you with an established track record. They should do something for you, either now or in the past, something convincing. Somebody who is loyal to you. Manakala Jegbadai is loyal to you. Now, once you can leave for the comfort of the United States in Liberia 24/7, she's in the forest and interacting with the people and trying to understand what they are going through. Okay? So, Elena Chena is not your choice. Mr. Lai Yanten is a lawyer. For him, at least he has tried to represent our people, especially when Tejeto, Madam Ophelia Browns, or Leah, Mr. Riley represented the lady. That's good. But Mr. Riley's visibility is foggy in Sinoe County District number 3, at least. We don't know what he's doing. No hand mark in the country. He's been in the country for a long time. He's a lawyer. We want to see something conspicuous, something compelling from him, but we don't see it. I mean, it's not about speaking the local language and speaking fancy, grammar. No, it's not up to it. So, even in the club at the bell, he's not going to get, 2% of the votes. Okay? so Mr. Yante can remain as the lawyer he is. And ten is right. He made a case to the people COS to Mr. Waba. You know, I sponsored some bills. I want to say kudos to you, sir. I went with the lawmaker to sponsor some bills, to write some bills. That's good. Kudos to him. But he is not visible. I mean, writing on the legacy of Mr. Waba is not sufficient. We want your own legacy. What have you done? It's not what you did in the office or what Mr. Waba instructed you to do. You know, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about what have you done yourself. And Madam Jegbadai can point out multiplicity of things that she has done. Okay? The labor sector in Sinoe, the labor sector is a mess. This is the labor commissioner. And I brought people the other time he was on the show and was annoyed. The people said there were malpractices in the labor sector in Sinoe County. And it's on the watch of Christian Bible. Okay? So we need somebody with a clean record whose history cannot be debated, whether you like the person or not. Okay? So we're talking about Jegbadai-Fully. Here we are fair powerful here, right? Kolo, he got some stuff going on. But our people get it powerful and say one bad thing can spoil everything, right? One rotten apple or one rotten fish in a basket, it can spoil everything. What Kolo did 2017, it destroyed him. The man destroyed himself. His inability to control his voice. And the guys were on a rampage. And they blessed somebody's eye. And consequently, the guy died. I mean, the picture is graphic. This is the legacy of Reverend Kolo. So when this can happen on his watch, and he is not remorseful up to now. If you see the guy doing the dialogue, the video, I will play the video to see the man fighting. The moderator, the man who are telling you, sir, we have time. Your time is out. And the man literally fighting the man right in front of the elders and the ancestors during the Sarpo dialogue. Reverend Kolo was fighting the man. Okay? So Reverend Kolo is not the best person either. His alignment with TJ2 is a problem. TJ is suppressing the people of Sinoe County. But Reverend Kolo said, that's my man. So the man is there when he gets there. TJ's interest is coming to see. It's not you, the people of Sinoe County. Okay? So we need somebody who is coming to seek the interests of all the people and not the interest of a politician, not the TJ. So that's a problem. Senator Noah, it's a no-brainer. Senator Noah became poor manager less than 2 years. I will go on quick promotion, I will be back. So I can show you, because I'm an evidentialist, right? So I can show you visible evidence of the radical transformation that Senator Noah has made in less than 3 years at the port. While the port is dilapidated, it's broken down. I will be right back. Let me get you a commercial here. I'll be right back so I can show you how this guy is looking for us. He wants to be our representative.
If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love.
L'argent est fini, ma bébé, là où est fao. L'argent est fini, ma bébé, là où est fao. Quand on de là-bas, où est fao. Je veux jusqu'au, ma bébé, là où est fao. Allez, you power. I can never leave you on the highway. You my baby. Asa tu, se situ.
If I show you love, you show me love. Love, love, love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love like love.
Photo. I want to your photo. I will not get you photo. I will not get you photo. Love photo. I'm not get photo. I want to your photo. Let me take your photo. Yeah. Smile for me. Just place up for me. Tell me now who I want to be with. Naja fini ma bébé la où est fao. Naja fini ma bébé la où est fao. Quand on de la boue où est fao. Joesco ma bébé la où est fao. Allez you power. I can never leave you on the highway. You my baby. Answer to, say it.
If I show you love, you show me love. Love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love like love. If I show you love, you show me love. Love like love.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of Sinoe. We're esoteric here. Welcome back. I'll give you some evidence here why we think Sonibor Noah is not the right person and Gallah-Fully is the right person for you. You see, when you give somebody authority, the way the person treats you, you know that the person is for you or the person is against you. Okay? It is clear that Mr. Sonibor Noah is against the people of Sinoe County. This brother right here. Let me go in presentation mode. So I can tell you why Sonibor Noah is not this brother right here. The man who changed overnight. Before my picture loaded. Now, this is how this brother was living 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago, this was Sonibor Noah. 2 years ago. He was hungry just like me. But he really wanted to give the guy a manager job in Sinoe County. The man said, I won the lottery. Because this is the one in a lifetime opportunity. I'm not here to serve the people of Sinoe County. I'm here to loot. And so the man that came for eating away, roaster cassava on the street, the man became ultra rich overnight. I'm talking about 2 years at the port of Greenville. They bought. They got missing when Sonibor got there. The person before me at that time did not get missing. When Sonibor got there, they both disappeared. Up to now, no accountability. But the brother is getting filthy rich. And somebody will tell me Sonibor Noah is the right person. Sonibor Noah is building houses for himself. I'm a visual man. That's what I will give you. I will give you, a list of the property that this young guy has acquired in less than 2 years. Okay? I'm talking about Sonibor Noah. The man for eating roasted cassava on the street. The Sonibor Noah now, he can't eat what you and myself right now, big bro. When the man looking at you said that you're not human being, the man is condescending. For this, the man overnight, the men are honorable. Sonibor Noah is honorable now, leader, real deal. And when they say real deal for what? Well, let me tell you what they are talking about here. He's is the real deal. Now, let me tell you, let me get you where the man works first. Let me show you images where Sonny Boy Noah works right now, where he is looking from, and he is sharing, and they are calling you honorable. Let me show you some images first. This is the port colony, the port of Greenville. This is how it looks. This is how where Sonny Boy works currently. This is how it looks. If that man cannot face, he cannot upgrade the houses, the buildings, the roads at the port of Greenville, why do you think you're going to make a good lawmaker? Why? Give me a reason why. You think people can be good overnight? Why Sonny Boy Noah where he works? This is how the play looks. And people are going around and running campaign for this man. When he's coming, people are supposed to be leading. But you know, our people, I know they are smart. They say, send the man looter for us. And he doesn't want to share, normally, so in election time, he's sharing the money. Let eat the money. Let eat the money for it. They don't what you call Robert Sally, right? One of the guys, you are sharing money because you're man the president. Where is Robert Sally today? They eat the money. And so Sonny Boy Noah gets some money now, he's sharing. But where he works, look, this is how the port of Greenville, as though the port is not generating millions of United dollars. But this is how it looks under the watch of Sonny Boy Noah. But then they're calling you honorable. This is how honorable treats his people. Yeah, they call you honorable. You see the man shining. But the port is a mess. Now, from this, in 2 years, to this, okay? You see the radical change? The man went there for himself. Now, let's show the man some of the man property. I'm not showing the cars right now. I'll just show you some of the horses. But before I show that, let me show you the thing that Sonny Boy Noah wants to vote for. All right? These are the horses our people live in Sinoe County. They call it horses. These are household structures. Sonny Boy Noah, if he asks him to sleep in the thing, he can't do it anymore because he's honorable now. See how the place looks. He bought that Chinese zinc and put it over the thing, and he fooling our people. He for them. No, he's not. Sonny Boy Noah is fooling our people. He is on fishing expedition. When you want to get a fish, what do? You put the worm on the rope, right? And you throw in the water for the fish to come. That's what Sonny Boy Noah is doing. So he took little or nothing and bought zinc instead of breaking this thing down. And you're going around and saying he put zinc over people's houses. And this is how you're living. Let me show you how Sonny Boy is living. Over 2 years. Let me show you. Now in specific order, right? This is the one of his houses there. Now the man Jeep parking in front of the building there. One of the houses where we're under construction. Okay? I'm talking about the man doing this thing in less than 3 months. He got a new house somewhere in the other town. This is one of the houses right here. This is another one right here. Sonny Boy houses. One right here. Okay? Meanwhile, this is how our people are living. Yes, this is good for our people. And this is good for Sonny Boy Noah. Okay? This is another house for him. The man is just building houses for himself. He's a realtor. He's a realtor. He's just building houses. Okay, that's one. I'll show you this, that's two. Now go ahead. I want to pass over the big one at first. Let's show you the small one at first. Alright, the small one. And small also there, I'll show you the one already, right? Alright, let's get to one of the big ones. Boom. The ball level, Sonny Boy Noah is on looting spree in Sinoe County. Now what the brother is on? He looted. There's another compound for Sonny Boy Noah. Okay? So, in less than 3 years at the port of Greenville, this is how Sonny Boy treating us. From this to having all these houses in 2 years, that's a man now, the honorable man. And that is why I say, no, we need Jegbadai-Fully. has money, but she is not going to cater into herself. She is not feeding our people. She is not fishing and putting wall on the wall so that people can come vote for her. No, she's doing something meaningful. So the boy will come on the show and say, we don't get time for women. We're not going to breastfeed any woman here. That's how you talk to our ladies. The Godgift will say, okay, since we breastfeed you and you are now an honorable, and you say you can't breastfeed us, I will breastfeed the children. Now you are neglecting. I'll breastfeed, I will take care of them, in other words. The man is building houses and he's criticizing Madam Godgift who is building a mall. You call it a garage. I need a woman build a garage for you to park your car in there. What are you doing for our people? So we say Godgift is the fit. She led the USAA superbly. When she left the office, she spearheaded the project, the signature project on President Obaku. Hospital project, about $100,000 project. She was spearheading that project. She was all over the place and collecting money because we were doing $100 transaction. She was collecting that money. There was no financial impropriety. She documented everything meticulously and reported the money to the relevant authority. That hospital wasn't built because an NGO went over there and built a hospital, so that how that plan was changed. But the woman has been there for our people. Sonny Noah is not there for our people. Everything that you see Sonny Noah is doing right now is quick, pro, quo. He can't do nothing for you free. He wants the vote so that he can go to the Capitol building and get more wealth. Because at that point, the man can make his own budget. And that's why he wants to go to the Capitol building. But he's the wrong person. We need Godgift who says that we need to revive our healthcare sector here. Sonny Noah has no idea on health. Okay? So the woman is a healthcare professional. She's a nurse. So she said, when I go over there, we're going to campaign. I'll have the bigger platform, what I'm doing to build on those things. Okay? So Sonny Noah is not your choice. It's Madam Godgift. All the people that I show you, if you vote for them, okay, it's up to you. Sonny Noah is the Sarpo version of Milton Tiaji. They are no different. The guys are about getting property for themselves. They are opportunists. They align themselves with people with money. Once your pocket is good, you will be their friend. And so the man Sonny Noah abandoned Mabutu. He went to Charles Clarke because he said Charles Clarke had money at the time. He left Mabutu. He turned his back on Zaza. And he became friend with Creighton Donkey. He went publicly and endorsed the next senator of Sinoe County is Creighton Donkey. It's who can get something about money. It's about money. And so I will tell you, if you want to remain poor, vote for Sonny Noah. If you want Sonny Noah to get his houses over and put renters inside while you are sleeping in mosquito-infested houses, vote for Sonny Noah. But if you want your condition to change, vote for Madam Gallah-Fully. The one who has $1 million company or $2 million plus company that you're running here, she's not coming to live for you. She will leave that place. The woman will leave America in the comfort of America and go in the jungle. Why was somebody who making all the money to go in the jungle? She's that desperate for a job? No, it's not about job. It's about our people. Back to representation. After Zaza Sharaf left that seat, the woman will leave the comfort of the United States. You will leave for Los Angeles, that expensive city. Everybody can live over there. That's where the woman living. You must have money to live LA. I tell the woman living she can live for there, we're in the jungle. Just so that our people will be properly represented in the Capitol building. This is your choice. Me, that's how you put it enjoy. I can't wait about the mosquito there over there. I'm begging you. This is what they call love for people. The woman is a patriot. What? I'll leave my air conditioner and go in and heat. I beg you, man. The woman is homo. Some boy know her and the people they can't eat together. No, he get a special bro there. Yeah. Now, honorable men and the people want to retire. The woman, the people they do. Come on, just think about it. Those of you that have been to the United States and go live like that, back home like that. No. This woman is passionate about her people. She has what it takes. When it comes to international negotiation, you will not have an interpreter. When you get somebody know, you have somebody to interpret. Because the people can't understand the man. Alright? So that's the advantage, another advantage Ghana has. She can go in the United States Congress, address that body, and nobody will say, what did she say? You understand every word. When she goes back home, she turns her tongue around and speaks like the people. You know what Julius Nyerere said? If you want the people to understand, you speak in their language. Alright? And that's what she's doing. When I call her, she's trying to do that, but she's doing it the wrong way. The Sarpo appeal to Sarpo, or Sarpo isn't. Kabade isn't. Singo isn't. Putu isn't. Mapo isn't. Now the kind of thing that she appealed to, so is that. So Malakali is the real deal. Alright? It's a real deal. See the woman here? She is there advocating for the people. She has no reason. She has no incentive to leave. No one doing well here. But she loves her people. She's the first person to establish office over there. So she open the office now. Everybody say they get offices now. The men and go. Some boy no get a power hall now. They say get office too. They are following the woman. The woman say I need an office here to engage my people. She opened the office right in Liberia. In Sinoe. You can go there, whatever issue you have, you put it there. When she's not around, up there, she's going around and interacting with the people. This is 7 leader right here. If we get Jegbadai-Fully, if you give it to somebody else, me, I will come back here and say, congratulations for bypassing yourself with poverty, for exacerbating the plight of the children. Make that mistake. I will come here and praise you because you deserve it. Because the leader is the reflection of the people. The person you put in power, the person is your image. And district number 3 cannot be bastardized. That seat is a sacred seat because a statement is about to be elevated. And so we need somebody who is honorable to sit in that seat. And Jegbadai is the right person. Some boy know I'm doing the Sarpo dialogue and say, oh, let all the women there come together and then I'll get out. Why it has to be a precondition? Why? You know that those people out there, they are spoilers. They are not going to win. If you think you actually for women empowerment, get out and support Jegbadai-Fully. We will know that you are for, but it's a facade. He knows that some of the women will not get out. Right? So they will use it as a precondition to remain in the race. To fool our people with Chinese zinc. And you say you got electricity in Juarzon? But under the road I'm going to a house, God said, power. What are you for a house? Alright? So we need a good woman. Jegbadai-Fully is the best person for that district. And I know the people will make the right decision. Because you listened to me in 2012, 2017, and we got a good man over there. And the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia just endorsed Honorable Zaza to be the Senator of Sinoe County. To replace corrupt Milton Teche, the man that has disgraced us every step of the way. Let me go to the next thing that I will have for you today on VOSD. Let's look at the Sarpo dialogue. Now look at the official resolutions from the 12th Sarpo National Dialogue. All right, because by then, back in the days, there were people, I said, people were doing until on the side. And we don't know what's going on, So let us give you the resolutions. I'm talking about the official ones. For the last show, I gave you unofficial, right? Preliminary and some information, because my job here is to give you the information, right? So let's share the official resolutions from the dialogue, right? Let's share that with you. So you can be in the know what was discussed. So you can know the importance when the people are having dialogue back home, all right? So you can know exactly what's be going on over there. Let me share this with you. Let me get this open. And there you go. Let me come here and verify. Yeah, I'm making a little bigger for you, don't worry. Okay. Let me view. All right, so you see the resolutions from the dialogue. Recent dialogue that went on in Sinoe. All right, it's large for you enough, all right? Or for us. So you see the 12th Sarpo National Dialogue Conference held in Bilibokree City, Juarzon Statutory District, Sinoe County. Official opening date was April the 19th, 2023. Means of proceedings. Program proceeding. Number one, they said prayer. The opening prayer was offered by Honorable Robert Totet, Superintendent of Sakou District, Sinoe County, Liberia. Number two, the welcome remark was done by Mr. Samukai Obility, a chairperson of the City Council of Bilibokree, Juarzon Statutory District, Sinoe County, Liberia. The overview of the Sarpo National Dialogue Conference was done by the National Chairman of the Sarpo Appoints Development Organization, Mr. George T. Garte. He first welcomed the participants of the national event of the Sarpo people in Liberia. He used the occasion to appreciate all who have taken up their precious and business times to making it their business to attend the dialogue conference of the Sarpo Nation. He outlined other items and activities that will be done on the preceding days, including various topics to be addressed by various speakers. Some of these topics include: 1. The importance of vision in an undeveloped community. This topic was presented by Mistress Marjorie Sumo, Vice Chairperson of SADO, Sarpo Appoints Development Organization. Now, the next thing, bullet point, is the role of youth in community development. And here they got overview of the formation of the Greenville chapter, the Sarpo Appoints by Mr. Joseph Kidd. The next bullet point, the chapter after the 2019 dialogue in Grisby Farm, late Chairman Roland Sarbo was removed and subsequently replaced by the dialogue presiding chair. That action has led to serious disenchantment among chapter members. However, during the visit of President George Weah in 2021, Mr. Joseph Kidd was then chosen to serve as the acting chairman of the Greenville chapter until elections are held. In his presentation, Mr. Kidd informed the body about the situation in Greenville and again calling for elections to elect new crops of officers and move forward. The next bullet point that we discussed during the dialogue up to present The full attendance of the 6 Sarpo section groups are still awaited to get together to formulate the electoral plans for the Greenville-based approval. Next bullet point, Honorable Alice, the Colonel Anderson Honorable. Anyway, Honorable Alice Honorable and Honorable Emmett Blahi, everybody is on. Once you get a job, you'll be honorable. Anyway, so Emmett Blahi of NPA bought giant size cow. You want me to give you another adjective? How you want to describe cow here? That cow that what? Humongous, gigantic, mammoth. What is that? Gangantua. You want to only be what? Okay, so giant sized cow for the approval in Greenville and was presented to President Weah in 2021. Recently, Honorable Christian Twabo, everybody honorable, recently Honorable Christian Twabo paid to the Sarpo Approval Conference sitting fees for the 6 Sarpo sessions. And man, the election time, everybody hustling. Everybody revising their own strategy, right? This was confirmed by 4 of the 6 Sarpo sessions. 4 of the 6 sections, right? Tinkan, Kabade, Weah, Putu without Juarzon and Mopo confirmation. Why? I do not know. The next bullet point, he was with the stronger conviction that the 2 sections, Juarzon and Putu, will meet the financial desk to settle their financial obligations. In followings of the well-being of the approvable Sinoe chapter, the chapter's chairlady, Miss Marie Gatten, donated 25 chairs to the chapter and made a presentation of a board to the chapter. We are reading the meeting minutes of the recent Sarpo dialogue in Juarzon, Bilibokree. Because when you send the voice of sound, you will also share with the people. That's why you send it to us. Overview of Sarpo activities in Monrovia by Chairman Garte. So the chairman made an overview presentation. We give the encyclopedia, or if you like, a synopsis of what went on in Monrovia, right? Number 1, elections were held in 2022 that brought him to power as the chairman of SADO, Monrovia. Next one, creation of the Articles of Incorporation. Listing some of the things there as well. Review of SADO Constitution. Opening of new bank accounts. Purchase of land at Sarpo Event Hall under construction. Just got is moving, he's doing something good. 2008 National Housing and Population Census results captures the Sarpo as one of the tribes of Liberia, but was left out of the printed banknote, particularly the 1,000 banknote. The process to seek recognition from national government in progress by a group called named Sarpo is a Tribe campaign, headed by Mr. Brian Wakoko, Brian Wakoko, okay? Brian Wakoko. Coronation of the Sado Queen Miss Sophia S. Samu, and it's a various sectional and various sectional queen. The next one, on the last bullet point here, on the overview, and the first female vice chairperson elected, Mistress Marju Solope Sumo. Discussion on the issue of the Sarpo National Park. Views, suggestions, and opinions welcomed. Vasco Camble. He wants the Sarpo elders and relevant appropriate authorities to define the official boundaries and delineations between the adjacent Sarpo communities and the Sarpo National Park. Harrison Kai wants the Sarpo people to engage the authorities of the FDA and government to know what the benefits of the affected and host communities are. concerning the boundaries issues of the park and the host communities, Chairman Gata stated that the only boundary he is aware of is the Sinoe River. Girl Sneh made an appeal to the Sarpo elders to engage the FDA to do something in the direction of employment for our young people in the community. It goes on to say, we are reading the report from the Sarpo dialogue. Weah said, still in connection to the discussion of the Sarpo National Park, appeared that the entire Sarpo community should work together collectively at a single front to achieve what is in the interest of our community. April 20th, 2023, Day 2. The Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Madam Joe Taylor, keynote speaker of the Sarpo National Dialogue Conference, arrived at the dialogue hall at precisely 11 a.m. The opening prayer was done by Madam Sandra Howard, sister of the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia. Welcome remark was done by Chairman Gata. In his opening remarks, he ceremoniously presented the key to the city of Bilibokree to the Vice President and her entourage. Madam Sandra Howard, on behalf of the Vice President and family, performed a traditional rite by presenting red and white kola nuts to Honorable Matthew Zaza, representative of District Number 3, the Sarpo people and family of the late Minister Mabutu Yimpan, demonstrating their clear heart as the in-laws into the Sarpo people. The meaning of the kola nut is to end the period of mourning for the late Minister Mabutu Yimpan. Honorable Matthew G. Zaza received the kola nuts on behalf of the community for all-world presentation to the people and elders of the Sarpo land. Madam Howard also presented the amount of 200,000. That's Liberian dollars. 200,000, right? Okay, 200,000 Liberian dollars. 100,000 to the family of the late minister, and 100,000 to the Sarpo people. 50 lapa suits were presented to and for the Sarpo women. 50 pieces of shirts for the men, chiefs, elders, and leaders. And a bottle of wine representing the water for the kola nuts. You see, the culture was it was present here, right? Following the presentation from the family of the Vice President, its overall presentation to the elders by Honorable Zaza, the elders received the kola nuts and applied chalk on the foreheads of the Vice President and her family. Overview purpose of the Sarpo Appointable Dialogue was done by Chairman George Gata. He highlighted the issues of development affecting our Sarpo community. He also stated the theme of the dialogue as follows: building a vibrant community based on the foundation vision and unity. Building a vibrant community based on the foundation vision and unity. Okay? So we are reading the minutes of the Sarpo dialogue. The Superintendent of the County, Honorable Nabichie, remarks. He pointed out the error made by the program planning and protocol committee by not notifying the county authority about this important yearly event of the Sarpo people. He, however, appreciated the organizers of the program for their far-sightedness by extending invitation to the Vice President to serve as the keynote speaker of the Sarpo National Dialogue. In his closing remarks, he pledged the support of the region into the re-election of the ruling party. this statement by the superintendent to support the ruling part does not portray the decision of the Sarpo people. So they attach a caveat to that. It goes on to say on Matthew G. Zaza in his remarks, praised the CDC land government for passing 2 statutory districts that lingered in the House during the past administration. VP Taylor, in her very ephemeral passing keynote address, accepted and appreciated the Sarpo people for accepting her as their daughter-in-law. She considered her preferment as the keynote as timely, and encouraged the Sarpo people to keep the unity and love for one another as the way forward for their vibrancy and development. According to the VP Taylor, the vision of the Sarpo land is in the heart of their children. She further made a solemn promise to do for the Sarpo people what the late Mobutu did not do for his people. Finally, she presented to Chairman Carter a check amount of $2,000 United States dollars to help with transportation of dialogue delegates back home. The communication goes on. In response, the Sarpo people are represented by the paramount chief. Weah presented a cow to her Excellency Vice President Joe Howard Taylor. Weah. It goes on to say, Session 2 of the day, April 20, 2023. Discussion points. A reservation was made by the superintendent of the Sinoe District, Mr. Robert Tote, as follows. He wants to know the status of constituted secretariat by the National Dialogue of the Sarpo Nation. He wants to know the status of the money raised and generated during the Grizzly Fund dialogue. The unfinished business of the Forestry Development Authority. Proposals, suggestions, and opinions on the way forward. Joe Yipan, he asserts that the issue of the Forestry Development Authority is technical because FDA is a government entity that needs to be researched and approached by knowledgeable minds. Sam Connor, he revealed to the National Dialogue that the FDA had given money to the locals to serve as the police to remove the illegal inhabitants from the Sarpo National Park. Where are the national police though? Before they how to hire people. But anyway, he warned that this is risky for our people and must therefore take note to avoid destruction of lives and properties. I like that. All right, at the police job. In addition, Antonin Rai Yunten informed our people that FDA is an entity of government that has all the means and law enforcement authorities and should not use our people. Good. In an event of death and destruction, the locals may be held responsible. Nice. A whole committee to address the FDA issue was constituted. Mandate of the committee is to find a way forward about the issue of the Sarpo National Park, as well as the revisitation of the concessions with logging companies working in our communities. The structure of the committee is as follows. 1. John T. Bean, Lena Quia, Eugene Pajibo, Bernard D. Jabba, Christopher N. Barr, Alonso Jelly. Also, John Diaz is the chairman, Linda Quia is the co-chairperson, Eugene Pajibo is the secretary, and the rest are members. The launching of a book written by Roland titled Liberty Hijacked was done by Honorable Alex Sonneborn Noah. Honorable Noah, representing the Vice President to launch the book, purchased 10 copies if the book at the rate of $10 per piece. B-ball. Men are money man. Okay? Followed by the following personalities/political aspirants as listed below. Honorable Christian Tababo, 20 pieces, $200. Honorable Gallah Jegbadai-Fully, 1. Honorable Shadrach Kolo promised to get more for his school. And also got promised for Kolo. Honorable Carlos Shibek, 10 pieces. Honorable Antonin Riley Janten will buy 6 for school in district, okay, district 3. Okay, so going on, let's say Chairman George Gatti announced the donation made to the Sarpo Dialogue Conference by the United Sarpo Association in Americas, USA, through their representative Bill Pine in the amount of $500 or $500 US or USD or 77,500 LD. We also use this time to mention the initial efforts of the USA towards scholarship for Sarpo sons and daughters, and the 5,000 USD initial contribution made towards Sarpo a pullable event for under construction in Monrovia. Our USA family conflict. Opinions and suggestions. Let's look at our opinion and suggestions here. Nathaniel Tobit, Mayor, he suggests that a pullable in Liberia should first be united to be able to unite our sons and daughters in America. Prince Tia, he observed that the conflict is spilling over in Liberia and should not be embraced by us in Liberia. Mr. George Dulek suggests that our sons and daughters in the Americas should be invited to Liberia for the resolution of the existing conflict, which points to the difficulty of solving the problem that is far beyond their reach physically. Therefore, the Sarpo people are resolved as follows: that our sons and daughters in America who are having a misunderstanding or conflict in a foreign land should be invited to come home for the resolution of the conflict between and among the two divided parties, USA and SDA. What do we do to educate our kids in the Sarpo land, of the Sarpo land? Opinions and suggestions. Majusolo Simon to urge all the parents to please consider that our little ones, especially the girls or the girl child, to go to school instead of allowing them to be agents of traditional masked dancers. She warned that if this is not arrested now and immediately, the future of our Sarpo land is doomed. DO's update. Retirement without replacement. Shortage of teachers in the Juarzon schools. These are very major concern, right? So USA, the leaders, we got to take note, right? Shortage of teachers in the Juarzon schools. One teacher assigned to an entire school. Imagine that. One teacher assigned to an entire school. School structures and buildings in poor conditions. Volunteer teachers without pay for over 5 years plus. No school supplies and stationaries. Students are not willing to learn. Why not? Something is wrong somewhere. So we gotta figure that out. We gotta do some investigation why our children are not willing to learn. Are they hungry? Something is not right somewhere. Poor performance in public tests. All right. The dialogue host community in Juarzon donated a cow that was offered to them by the son Reverend Jegbadai-Fully to the entire Sarpo community to be slaughtered during the dialogue. Ground rules were set for the next day deliberation, aspirants presentation. All right, so that the big people that come and present, the people that won't be our leaders. No cheering, that's the ground rule number 1. No booing, no care calling, no party or aspirants t-shirts. Any violators to these rules will be expelled from the hall. Session closed at 6:08. Friday session, April 21st, 2023. The session was called to order by the co-chair, Mrs. P. Sumo at 11:28 a.m. Welcome remarks were offered by the city mayoress, Mary Dubber, and Mr. Joseph Clarke. Making his remark, the appointable chairman in Greenville, Mr. Joseph Clarke, encouraged the Sarpo community to remain united. He said, there is strength in unity. Overview. Chairman Gata gave an overview of activities for the past discussion, April 20th, 2023. Discussion on agriculture. What can we do to grow more food in our community? The conference realized that our community is not growing more food as compared to other communities and counties in Liberia. In response, Madam Mary Dubber, the city mayoress, said a lack of friendship and togetherness are the reasons for which those who are capable to farm are not making bigger farm, because nobody wants to provide helping hands to others. Wow, it's crazy, right? Mount Sarah Seal. Sarpo people are not lazy as perceived by some people, but the farm work has a lot of work and spending. There are no companies in our community, no job, no money these days. She said, asking a group of people to assist you on the farm, you are charged $500 Liberian. If you don't have the money to talk to our boys, they will not help you. Why are we getting this way? He was buttressed by Rose Solo and John Weah. Both of them encourage our farmers to grow our own food and cooperative farming as the way forward. Youth community presentation. Topic: what is the role of youth in the community development? Mr. Christopher Barr said, youth involvement is important in society because we are the future leaders. The youth still have strength. We are willing to learn from older ones. The youth chair recommended the following. 1. Infrastructure development, youth projects, youth farm. The Sarpo people should not use this gathering to endorse aspirant among others. The presentation was received, questions were posted, and answers were provided by the presenter. The session ended after the youth presentation. New section, the aspirant presentation. All sons and daughters of the Sarpo land aspiring to contest in the 2023 pending general elections in District number 1 and 2 were asked to present themselves to the Sarpo people and state their respective vision for the community if they are elected. Time was allotted to each aspirant to project him or herself before the Sarpo people. Honorable Zaza presentation. Honorable Zaza was introduced by his COS, or Chief of Office Staff, Oliver Devil Barr. Honorable Zaza spoke about his lifestyle and his engagement within the Sarpo community and plans to sponsor any Sarpo student who will take UL or University of Liberia entrance and make a successful pass. Questions were asked and answers were provided. This ended on results of presentation. Madam Gallah presentation. Madam Sargbah projected herself to the Sarpo people as the best person for a representative post. She said her father was the late Moses Sargbah. She said she got motivated to run for this job when I started to feel the pains of our people. I therefore requested that all male aspirants give way to us female to manage this district. All right, so Madam Sargbah said, we all the men that move for in the race. So the board will sit down. Everybody else. Okay? It goes on to say, Madam Sargbah promised to buy zincs for the first 100 persons that will intend to buy houses or need to say build houses within my first 6 months of leadership. She said it is good to have a house in your hometown. Questions were asked and answers were provided. Okay, so it's about building personal houses for her. You got to build your own house. Then why should build your own house first? And the people who don't have shelter. Rabbi Sakou Sessay, in his presentation, explained about his life stories. He said he has been asking God to bless him so he can be a blessing to his people. All right, as God bless him, I don't know. Rabbi Sakou or Rabbi Seyon used the gathering to appreciate the Sarpo or Juarzon people for offering him 100 hectares of land for development. In response to a question as to whether he would withdraw from the race when asked by his people as a result of the proliferation of aspirants for the district number 3 seat, Rabbi Seyon agreed that if the Sarpo people asked him to step down with sincerity, honesty, and impartiality, he will do it. Questions were asked and answers provided. Madam Jegbadai-Fully. During her presentation, Madam Fully said, our contributions to the Sarpo land were never influenced by any political means. She said, prior to declaring her intention to contest the district number 3 election, she has been a help to the Sarpo community. She is a certified registered nurse. She later instructed one of her followers to distribute her flyers to the Sarpo people for the better understanding of what she has been doing. Questions and answers period went well. Okay, so you can see substance in her presentation, right? Mr. Wilfred Yante, the Anthony Alon Yante, said he is an experienced person. He has worked at the national legislature before, during the term of late Representative Honorable Nelson Weah. Mr. Yante said, during his term of service as U.S. at the legislature, he helps in crafting the bill creating Wakaba Statutory District and Single Statutory District. He said if he is elected, he will support a bill to increase the price of alcoholic beverages and craft a law that will punish drugs users and even those that are hosting the transporters. Okay, that's what he promised. Mr. Yente was questioned and provided answers to those questions. Elena Chilla, she said, she is capable to handle district number 3. I want to add value to our educational system by providing teachers to all of our schools, provide youth and women empowerment, unify the traditional sector, especially to speak with one voice. That's Elena Chilla. Councilor Alon Xavier Talley, she said, she is the best for the job. She is given the chance, if given the chance. She explained her life stories, among others. She mentioned to work with investors to create jobs opportunities for the youth. All right, she's a lawyer, right? Corporate lawyer in the U.S. She can't do it right now. She has to wait first to become a lawmaker to do that. She engaging investors to invest in Tiger Hill to mine crushed rocks for road construction and building of durable homes. She encourages our people to invest in agriculture by doing cooperative farming to help alleviate poverty in our community. Questions were posed and answers provided. Alice Honeyball Noah. Mr. Noah said, the change it from honorable to Mr. Okay, now go ahead. Mr. Noah said, the issue or question of what you have done need to be answered in a very definite way. He said, his hand mark is all over in our community. All our people are here and they can attest to our development. Mr. Noah further challenged the women aspirants in Electoral District number 3 to a single candidate, then he would support that aspirant and withdraw from the electoral process, since they are claiming it's their time to lead in a district. Okay, so the women got to put hands together. So somebody can sit down. Yep, the men got more horses already. Let them sit down. Closing remarks. The presiding chairman of the dialogue thanks aspirant for the peaceful exchange of ideas and thoughts on how, if elected without any confrontation, he urged them to remain friendly as they go into the process and be a good example to their supporters and to avoid the 2017 Auckland pass. Okay, now quoted we're referring to, right? April 22nd, 2023, Saturday, final day of deliberations. Prayer, Reverend Shedrack Seyon. Welcome remarks, Samuka Ability. The chairman lifted the restriction placed on sharing because of the aspirant's presentation to avoid disturbances and violence. The vice chairperson of SADO, Mrs. Majisumo, recapped the previous day program as follows. The youth chapter's presentation on the topic, the role of the youth in community development. Presentation by senatorial and representative aspirants. He used the occasion to appreciate all participants and sympathizers for the peaceful process. The pending and concluded National Queen Contest held in 2019 in Grisby Farm was highlighted. There were various suggestions and opinions given by cross-sections of the dialogue attendants, including the following. Chairman Samuel Poulson reminded the audience that it was agreed in Grisby Farm that the process of the National Queen Contest should be held in Putu. He is therefore asking the conference to consider this since the next dialogue 2024 will be held in Putu. Mr. Robert Tote, superintendent of the Sinoe District, suggested that a committee comprising 2 persons for each of the 6 sections to be set up to come up with the way forward. Mr. King Tao, the development superintendent of the Wakaba district, said the issue of the Queen contest should have first been announced earlier than the last day of the conference. He therefore suggests that the process of the National Queen Contest should be deferred to the next dialogue 2024. Mr. King Tai reminded the audience that the 2019 contest had a leading party, and according to him, this was one of the 2019 resolutions that the process of the contest should have been concluded during the next section of the Sarpo dialogue. Therefore, the next section since the 2019 gathering of the Sarpo people is this 12th 2023 section. So the leading party should be awarded the prize. After these views above and others, The presiding chairperson of the 12th Sarpo Dialogue Conference, Mr. George T. Gate, announced Miss Mami Clarke as the national queen of the Sarpo national base, the Sarpo nation, based on default, as the Maserati queen failed to be in attendance at the 12th Sarpo Dialogue. It was agreed upon that the national coronation program of the national queen would be done in July of this year, 2023. And the Sinoe chapter acting chair, Joseph Kai, was asked to set up the coronation committee to crown the national queen in Sinoe in consultation with the Maserati chapter. Sarpo pullable money and car issues. Who has the pullable money and car? All right, we are reading the minutes. We got to reorder. We are almost there. According to Mr. Joseph Kier, the chairman of the Greenville chapter of the pullable, the previous Dallas secretariats should be able to tell and account for who the custodians of these properties are. He later named Mr. William Slabble, the late, and Mr. John Sawan, who oversaw the properties in question. Finally, it was agreed that a committee be constituted to do an analysis of the finances received during previous dialogues. If such committee should comprise 2 representatives of each of the 6 sections. Summary of funds received from tags, sitting fees of sections, chapters, and others. Number 1, April 18, 2023, no section. Number 2, April 19, 2023, 31st to 2023, 31,000. That's Liberian dollars. Number 3, April 20, 2023, 15,100 Liberian dollars. April 21st, 2023, 6,200 Liberian dollars. April 22nd, 2023, no tag sale. Total 52,300. That's Liberian dollars. City fees for each section and chapter. Maserati chapter 5,000. Maserati youth 5,000. That's Liberian dollars. Juarzon youth, Juarzon, 5,000. Kabade 5,000. Weah 5,000. Sinkum 5,000. Mopo 5,000. Putu 5,000. Zoedru chapter 5,000. Greenville chapter 5,000. So the total here is 50,000 Liberian dollars. Monies from other individuals and organizations. USA, United Sarpo Association in Americas, 77,500, which is 500 United States dollars. VP Tiller, 200,000 Liberian dollars. Number 3, VP Tiller again, 2,000 USD. Expenditure from tax sales, $14,950 Liberian dollars. Summary: USAA 7,500 Liberian dollars, which is equivalent 5,000 or 500 United States dollars. 500 United States dollars. VP Taylor 200,000 Liberian dollars. VP Taylor 2,000 US dollars. City fees 50,000. Tax $37,350. Total that's $364,850 plus 2,000 US. The 12th Sarpo Dialogue Conference resolution as follows. All right, so now look at the resolutions. That our sons and daughters in America who are having a misunderstanding or conflict in a foreign land should be invited to come home for the resolution of the conflict between and among the 2 divided parties, USA and SDA. Date, time, and venue will be announced after consultation. 2. That considering the failure of Maserati Queen Sophia Samo to show up at the 12th dialogue and high margin obtained by one of the contestants, the Sinoe Queen and based on a consensus reached the 12th National Sarpo Dialogue 2023, Miss Mamie Clarke was declared as the national queen of the Sarpo Nation. Number 3, it was also agreed and resolved that the coronation program of the Sarpo National Queen be held in July 2023 in Greenville, Sinoe County, Liberia. 4, the Sarpo National Dialogue Conference have agreed and resolved that this year's dialogue will not be selecting a single candidate to contest the District Number 3 representative seat during the October 10, 2023 elections. They told the 8 aspirants to freely contest. They gave the blessings and further advised them to go into the process without violence. Number 5, Mr. Farley Wilson was retained to serve as the chairperson or chairman for the Sarpo National Dialogue Conference to be assisted by 2 deputies to plan the 2024 Dialogue Conference. 6, it was agreed and resolved that the 13th Sarpo Conference will be held in Puerto in March 2024. Number 7, it was agreed and resolved that the time of the next Dialogue Conference going forward will be held in March of every year in memorial of the birth anniversary of the late Honorable Senator Minister Mabutu Yimpan in March of every year. Number 8, it was agreed and resolved that the National Sarpo Apurabo have 1 constitution and 1 national leadership. It was agreed. Number 9, it was agreed and resolved that Mr. Joseph Kier of the Greenville chapter served as the National Coronation Committee chairman and was mandated to name his co-chairperson and other members of his committee. Number 10, it was agreed and resolved that project identification for the host be suspended to the 2024 Puerto Dialogue. Dutifully submitted. Bawe S. Toten Swinian, SG, Secretary General Sado, Head of Secretariat, Sarpo National Dialogue Conference. Number 2, Mr. Napoleon Gallah, Deputy Head Secretariat, Sarpo National Dialogue Conference. Number 3, Mr. Morris D. Suwan, Member of Secretariat, Sarpo National Dialogue Conference. And Mr. Bernard D. Jabat, Member of Secretariat, Sarpo National Dialogue Conference. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, these are the meetings from the Sarpo recent dialogue held in Sinoe County, Bilibokree City, Juarzon. All right, well, I want to say thank you so much for staying with me to go through the meetings because it's very important, and so that you can know what went on the ground. Appreciate all of you for being on here. Let's see, maybe I have some comments here. Washington from Central City, Philadelphia. Okay, thank you, Minister, for following. President Myers, congratulations to my own self, brother, Dr. Clarke. Washington regular from Juarzon, Camo Town. How you doing, Camo? Okay, prepared to join you. Okay, I think I read this comment earlier. Okay, now let me see the last thing and a half for today. I needed to have read the dialogue meanings to our people. All right, so the last thing I want to talk about today on the voice voices channel here, it has to do with Madam Myers' appearance last night at on the Prince Double show, making the case for let me take that comment down. So the president of the USA, Madam Francois Myers, she was on the Prince Double show last night, and she made the case for Madam Idipua election. For Madam Idipua's election, the May of this year, next week, the people are granted that they will be convening in Des Moines, Iowa, to elect the new leader. Mr. James Jegbadai has led the organization for a while, and so they call it General Assembly, or what's the name for? Yeah, I think the General Conference they call it, I think. So the General Conference will be meeting this, I think from the 12th to the 14th of May will be the election, the convention of the Graduate Association in Americas. And so Manafasa Clarke Myers appeared on the Prince Double show, and she probably articulated why Manaida Pua is the best fit for that position. After all, there is no contestant, right? No rival. Because the Electoral Commission they disqualified those that went against, that wanted to go against Manaida Pua. And that wasn't deliberate, it was in keeping with the Constitution. Because we have to obey the laws in order to do things right. In an area where there are no laws, you have anarchy, you have chaos. And so the Electoral Commission, in their wisdom, they went through the Constitution carefully and painstakingly, and they decided to allow the guys that wanted to be a president, vice president, in our view, they were not eligible. And so they disqualified them, and Manaida Pua is the only person. And so Manafasa Clarke Myers, the leader of the Sarpo Association in Americas, who were on the Prince Double show. And she made a case, and a couple of things that she highlighted. It has to do with women empowerment. And the way women become a women, ladies, women that want to be leaders, the way other women they come out there, aggressively. And so she cautioned that we should not, if we have personal issues with whoever is running for office, let us put our personal issue aside and look at the person's platform and look at the person's track record and make a rational decision for the community, in the interest of the community. And so the president, she spoke brilliantly. I can tell you for sure she convinced the Granadians. And because of that, Manafasa Clarke Myers, she's a success story. Everything she touches, it succeeds. And so, there was some question posted, and the guy said, how is it Manaida Pua, and she's running an NGO, and she wants to be the president, can she do it? And Manafasa Clarke Myers gave herself her story. She said that I was the president of the Sarpo, I'm still the president, and I was going to school simultaneously. I did BSN while I was serving as a community leader. So if I can do that, Manaida Pua also can do it, because she is somebody take a multitask. She can do it. She's been running an organization for a long time. All right, so it is not an issue. She has an established track record of somebody who is an administrator where she works and she also an administrator for her NGO Bless the Children Foundation, and that she can do it for the Graduate Association. And Manafasa Clarke Myers gave other reasons. They said, okay, to also dispel that issue, and say, she will not be able to do okay. She got people working with her. Those people can take charge. They are capable of running the organization. She trained them sufficiently, and they can run the organization. She urged people to go to Iowa. And those, I think today is the deadline. If you are not paying, to make your payment $60. All right, for a voice to be heard in Iowa, make that payment. And so we want to say thanks to Manafasa Clarke Myers, Dr. Sarpo that came on to buttress the wonderful job the president who made a case to the people. And no doubt, the next president of the Graduate Association is Manaida Pua. And we assure you, rest assured the people of Graduate, you are not making a mistake. we are about to elect the right person to get those chapters, those 7 chapters that are inactive, that the current president reported to us, that 7 chapters are inactive under my watch. How can you put up? I mean, that's what the man is honest. So they say those 7 chapters under my watch, they die. And so either poor will come to revive, to resuscitate those chapters. They say, oh, you know, the next week convention, only 3 chapters paid so far. That's leadership failure. We need to change that. We need a leader like Francois Myers that people will listen to. Time for contribution, the people will meet their quota, they will pay in droves. And so the people of Granjide, I'm happy, I'm a son of Granjide. I'm happy that our children back home, our mothers back home, our fathers back home, they're about to get the care, the support that they need. I don't say want, I say need. Because for years, we have been wasting time and arguing among ourselves and we want to show who is stronger, who knows book. It's about time for us to apply our book that we know. And so, Graduate Association in Americas, I wish you well, I wish myself well, and we will be there in Iowa to cover the occasion, to cover the convention, to report to our people the good news, because no bad news will come from over there. The good news, everything will be good news. All right. So I want to say thank you so much for listening to me. Now, the last thing I must talk about before I leave for today on the show, I want to speak about a little bit about national politics here. And I'm asking the question, can the Weah ticket rescue Liberians? That's the question. Can the Weah ticket rescue Liberians? Well, for me, if you ask me, first of all, they have to define what they mean by rescue. Are they about to rescue the Liberian people from the current administration, or they are coming to rescue the Liberian people from the poverty going on in the country, from the lack of jobs in the country, from the lack of roads in the country, from the lack of electricity in the country, from the lack of integrity in the country, from the lack of implementation of laws of holding people accountable in the country? What are they exactly talking about when they say they are about to rescue the Liberian people? Is it rescue by taking the job for Weah and go back to the same culture? Is that what they are talking about? I don't see the track record of Ambassador Joseph Weah. I don't see him as a rescue man. He has been in power for about 40 years, serving in high capacity positions in the country. Minister of Agriculture. And the agricultural sector in the country is a mess. He had the second highest position in the land, vice president. And the road going to his village in Lofan is a mart, a painful mart. They make you fly to go to a village or to go to the capital city of Norfolk County, Virginia. So can Joseph Weah rescue Liberia? How is it that you are rescued him? Because when you are coming to rescue, you should be strong, you should be vibrant, you should be energetic. You cannot be a septuagenarian and you're coming to rescue people that are energetic and strong. So can Joseph Weah rescue the Liberian people? When Joseph Weah did not do it in 48 years, can he do it in 6 years? That is far-fetched. You must be super courageous and super credible to believe that. Let me see your call coming here. Let me see whether somebody wants to contribute. Mama Glenn, you want to participate on the show? I'm live right now.
You on live?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know about this. I'm just calling you because I wanted to talk with you guys.
Okay, I'll call you when I get off the show.
What the show is about?
About everything, going to the convention that is coming in order that you have something to say about it, the convention?
Also, I'm on live right now.
Right now, you are.
Oh my God. They see me now?
No, they are not seeing you. They are hearing your voice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just want to appreciate you, Mr. Furman. Who is my own cousin, this is a feminine being, man. Anyway, I did not know about this show, but I'm a powerful channel. I'm always ready. I want to appreciate all the Benjamin with the meeting last night, with the convention committee, the conventional chair, and also the interim president, Susan Willie. We have a meeting almost 12 o'clock this morning. I want to tell the Benjamin people that Iowa people, we are ready. And I want to appreciate Madam Peter, kind of for almost 2 weeks. In Iowa, who visited a lot of homes, who visited, the convention meeting, and recognize all the contestants, and one convention that we don't know that we are ready for them. I had a powerful chairman for the Minnesota, who making things happen in the diaspora. I'm still residing in Iowa, so I'm waiting for them. And I want to invite all the contestants. You might be, but actually I will call you back. I'm online. I will call you back. I recognize your call. So I want to get a little bit of advice to our grandchildren people. Grandchildren are being down for a while, Mr. Malice Farmer. And we got a lot of our brothers then that went away. And at this time, the pandemic came and Mr. Jegbadai did a great job. He did a great job. And don't listen to my English. I'm not educated, but I'm very civilized and I take respect very much. So I just want to tell grandchildren people as you come into Iowa and you are opposition, you have your team, which that we respect that very much. But at this time, we don't need chaos and we don't need bad muffin. When you're supporting your team during the debate, respect all the killing during the debate. And I don't want any disrespect because I take disrespect seriously in Iowa. Remember, I'm the chairman running the UN and diaspora. And I'm a leadership I stand to the American level. So I take disrespect and insult serious. Do you have another question for me, sir?
No, that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's well said. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Also, guys, that was the U.S. President, Philomena Gray, giving a view over there. All right, guys. But, so I was talking about VP Brecker and Jeremiah Cool, the ticket. Can the ticket rescue the Liberian people from the mire of poverty? And my answer is emphatic no. Emphatically, that would be no. VP Brecker did not do it in 48 years. He cannot play it. That is not a magic. You have to go do epistemology to know, or to study metaphysics to know that that cannot be done in 6 years. Why he did not do it in 48 years? You know, if the man cannot pave the road by going to the village after 48 years, he cannot do it in 6 years. All right. So Jeremiah Cole was a representative. He was successful to become a senator. I don't know why he will be a good vice president for Joseph Brecker. They are coming to rescue us, but he's already very Louis Vuitton already. So that rescue thing there is scary to me. We start weighing on that fancy thing and we come ready and say, oh, you know what? I had my money before. The same thing they're saying now, the sedition from Weah, it's a soccer star, it's a war base, a UN ambassador, he was a senator, also whatever money, using their own money. Even though Joe Weah did not build 47 houses or 16 houses, when the UN ambassador, when the war soccer star, no, 1 year, first year in office as president, he got an old church, he got multiple horses, he got private jet, he walking on red carpet. And that's why people do it. They say, oh, the man's a business man. He will have nothing. When he gets there, They start getting all those things. So they use this so-called success as a facade to come and loot for us. And we don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by that. Okay? That man is a young man. He is coming to have fun. He will not rescue you. As a lawmaker, how many bills? 2 times as a representative, how many bills did he sponsor that benefit the Liberian people? How many bills has he sponsored as a senator that benefited you and myself? So if the man cannot do it 12 years as a representative and now as a senator, why do you think Jeremiah Coon want to rescue you? The only person that I see that has the ability to rescue the Liberian people is Councillor Tawan Gongolo. It's the only man that has the ability to rescue the Liberian people. But we, the Liberians, we are strange people. We don't let people that care for us. We let people that kill us, and then we will sing and say, "You kill my pa, you kill my mom, I will vote for you." That's the kind of people we like. We don't like integrity people like Tawan Gongolo. All right? They will not vote for him, unfortunately. But he's a good man. He will be the right man to rescue the Liberian people. But the rest of the people that are coming, Joseph Brecker, if he wins, he wants to use our office as a retirement home. That's what he's coming to do. Why he did not garner the wealth, the resources that he did not get after 48 years. We're going to do it just the same way Weah did not do. After 7 years of peace ambassador, as a UNICEF ambassador, as a world Sago star, as an African best, world best, what he did not get, he got it in less than 6 years in office. That's exactly what Joseph Brecker will do. So we need somebody to want Gongolo, who has established record of being clean from corruption. The man who prosecuted corrupt people. The man who has progressive credentials and fought against the oligarchs, the suppression of the indigenous people. He has concrete ideas right now to fight corruption in the country. He has the line that I read. He said a corrupt leader produces corrupt government, whereas an integrity leader, a non-corrupt leader, gives birth to an integrity government. So if you want a government that will produce good results, you know, when you do logic, right? There is something they call true value, right? Because if you have an argument that is logically sound, all right, that is sound because there is a valid argument, that is a sound. So when the argument has true value, if it is sound, if the argument is sound, if you put whatever you put in that argument, because we're talking about symbolic argument, right? So we're talking about formal and informal logic. So we are looking at, when we say formal, we are looking at the structure of the argument. When we're talking about informal, we're talking about the content of the argument. So structure, we are looking at the structure of the argument. So when the argument is structural, the sound, whatever you put there, you will get a good result. All right. So if you have a good leader in the executive action, that leader will give you good results. But if you put recycled people there that did not do something after 48 years, and you put that man there and the man already retired, the man is beyond retirement age. The Constitution of Liberia, retirement is 60 some more years, right? The man is 78, and you want to put him in the executive mansion. All right, the man want to retire. That's all you want to do. Just the same way right now, Weah is building his retirement wealth. That's what he's doing. How is it that the people are suffering in the country? The ambassador of the United States to Liberia writing all those things about your administration. And people are still campaigning. They want Weah. Now the country giant. But the people are suffering. But the man is walking on red carpet. He got charged in using our country's money to build church, even though the Constitution is clear. There's a separation between states and government. But John Weah don't care. He goes in the church and attacks people in front of God. Because God will protect him. The man will never hide anything. The man get church and all. Just imagine. No accountability. Nothing whatsoever. The Weah can take money and devour cars. Where is the man all of a sudden taking the money from? And no accountability. If you put John Weah there for another 9 years, the man will go this time around, instead of going shut down out of the country for 50 days, so that will be for 200 days. That's what you are putting George Weah there for. George Weah, Joseph Boyka, they are not for you. Tiwan Gongolo is the way forward. If you want to listen, it's up to you. If you want to say sanction or no sanction, I will vote for you. It's up to you. If you say you get my power, you get my mom, I will vote for you. It's up to you. If you say corruption or no corruption, I will vote for you. Go ahead. But 16 billion cannot be accounted for. 25 million cannot be accounted for. I mean, all the ills, auditors are dying and no accountability. The man say you want a war crime score when you are in opposition, and now you're the president, you say, what do you want? You want development or you want war crime? You can do two simultaneously. Justice and development can be undertaken at the same time. Nothing wrong with that. You can't suspend one for the other. No. United States will not say, you know what, we want Bill skyscraper, so we should ignore justice. Okay? So that's the man you there. If you want more Jamaican results, go for John Weah. It's for you. But I don't think that's the way forward. The way forward is the one Gongolo. He will sweep corruption on a government. He will be afraid to even hold a job on to one because he will hold you accountable, like Paul Kagame is doing in Rwanda. But Liberian people will like those that harm us. We are strange people. But this year, it's up to you. You can either rescue yourself or you remain where you are. John Weah will be wallowing in his wealth. Joseph Boyka will be wallowing in his wealth. But if you want to benefit from the wealth of the nation, then of course, Tiwan Gongolo is the way to go. I want to say thank you so much for joining our show today. See you next Monday at 12 p.m. We'll be breaking our correspondence again from Sinoe County, District number 3. District number 2 is left. We are trying to find somebody to cover District number 2. And sooner rather than later, we'll cover the whole place again. Like Moto pointed out, I'm not selecting these guys for all to come and talk politics only. We'll be talking about all the things that are wrong and all the good things that are going on in Sinoe County. We'll report them to you. All right? So I want to say thank you so much and have a wonderful day. I'm out. We will see my face again Monday at 12. At least my time.